Here we go.
Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't get scared now. I'ma destroy you on a Forza, I can tear down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down. Cut the fix up with some Xbox babies, put the switch up. See me gearing up for war, don't get it mixed up. I come in peace, kid. I'm bringing commentary and the new releases. I put them hours in to get prepared now. We play on expert level, don't get scared now. I'ma destroy you on a Forza, I can tear down. If you ain't tuned into the channel, keep your head down.
Welcome to hell. No, yay, folks. Everybody who's here, everybody who should come by, welcome to The Fix. You're here with myself, Infinite Umbra. We're joined here by a great friend and guest, Assassin. Assassin, what's up, brother? How are you?
Good evening, everyone. I'm doing pretty good. It's actually nice to be on the show when there's good Xbox news. The past 2 times I've been on, that has not been the case, so I'm glad third time's the charm, and I can't wait to send Crusader another feet pick, because that's my custom tradition now.
You're that motherfucker.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Chris,
I
hey,
totally
blame
forgot you're
Umbra.
the
He's
one
the
who
one
does
that told
that.
me to do it.
Oh.
Umbra's the one that told me to do it. I'm just doing my obligation.
I'm guilty as
Alright.
charged.
Well, if all your friends told you to throw feet pics off a bridge, would you do it?
Yes, I would if I was paid enough.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
And of course, I'm joined here by my co-host, Daniel J. McGee
Hello.
and Crusader.
What's up, chat?
Thank you all for coming by. I know it's been a while, but if you all have are still here with us, I see some people in the chat already. Game adaptation news. Abdel, my brother, user for games. Vandal, what's up, brother? And Punty, and what is it, Gentlestone? If you guys could, I see you, Gentlestone. If you all could, make sure you give this a like, and if you see me on Twitter, share that out so other folks can come by. We'd appreciate it. We got some good news today. I mean, we had a good show. I want to get you guys' thoughts on all of that. We have the Ubisoft unfortunate news, but it could be a positive. They had a restructuring, but some people were laid off, unfortunately. What's up, Gray?
It's not going to be a positive.
Yeah, it might not be a positive. They had some cancellations of games, too.
I'll get out in front of that one right now.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely nothing good's gonna come out of that.
Unfortunately. But, I mean, we do have to direct. I want to get you guys' thoughts on everything we look at. And there's a bit of one thing I had to make a post about with Fable that caught my eye. King Webb, what's up, brother? And that was a particular thing in Fable I want to highlight. I want when we get to Fable and showcase it.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
It is a thing I think they need to fix. I don't know if I would call it bad.
Okay.
It's just something I noticed that looks awkward, if that makes sense.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
I saw your tweet about it. I'm
Yeah,
like, is this...
it's just
okay,
it looks
Umbra.
awkward, you know.
Yeah.
It's off-putting for me. I was like, okay. When we get to it, you all will see, and I'll show it, and you will look at it, and probably didn't notice it at first. I noticed it immediately, and like we were watching it, and I was like, hey, you see this? No, the fighting mechanics are fine, King Webb. I thought that looked great. The frame rate could use some work, but other than that. But anyway, let's do some housekeeping. Let's start talking about what we have been up to, because it has been a few weeks, a week or two, before we got a chance to get back on. Some of that largely being my fault, unfortunately. What is this? Umbra's talking about the half swing on the guys. Gray, you peeped it, huh? I see you. You noticed it. Anyway, let's do some housekeeping. I'll start with you, Danny. What have you been up to, brother? What have you been watching, playing, etc.?
That's tough because I don't remember the timeline of the last time we talked. Well, I did just finish the second season of that Percy Jackson show. It's still very clearly made for kids, but when the books were made for kids, I was a kid. So I watched it. Still pretty good. Still definitely like for a younger demographic, but it's, I think, stepping more into that sort of YA territory that I sort of think of when I think of at least the later books in that series.
Is that the one? Is Edge? I thought I saw Edge in a commercial for that. Is that the
He
one?
was in season 1. He plays Ares, but Ares isn't in season 2, so he did not make an
And-
appearance. Well, he did. But like episode 1, so it was a while ago.
Lance Reddick was Zeus, correct?
He was Zeus, yeah, and he died.
Has he been recast?
He has. I don't know the name of the guy,
Okay.
but he shows up in the finale because he's,
Okay.
as you might imagine, Zeus kind of important.
Yeah.
So he does show up. It's a new guy. It's unfortunate, but you can't not have Zeus in that story, so you do have to recast. And the guy looks great, has a good voice. So it's not Lance Reddick's voice, but it's a great voice. So I think it all works probably about as well as we could have hoped.
I imagine it must be the guy that played on Spartacus. I'm thinking about bald-headed black
No,
guys.
it's like an old man, so I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is season 2 adapting the Sea of Monsters book?
it is. Yeah, season 2 is the Sea of Monsters. It looks like they're doing pretty much a book a season, which is pretty
good.
smart.
Yeah.
So season 3, they also said at the end, the like thing at the very end was like, hey, season 3 is also happening this year. So I assume that's probably going to be tail end of the year, but we got that to look forward to at least.
Yeah, I read Percy Jackson and Harry Potter as a kid. I loved both book franchises, so I'm with you.
Yeah. I would say if you read it as a kid, like it's probably worth a watch. You're definitely going to be like, this is for children, because it is. But I will say the guy who plays Percy, I think, is genuinely a really good actor. I think he's going to do a lot after this. His name's Walker Scoble or something like that. And then the girl who plays Walker Texas Ranger. No, that's the guy from Supernatural in the Walker reboot. And then the girl who plays Clarice, weirdly, who's like the bully character for anyone who doesn't care, is like also really good. Just out of nowhere, she shows up. I think she was in season 1, but she just wasn't very important. And then season 2, obviously, she's one of the main cast members. She's real good. Like, I think she's also going to do things. I think her name's like Dior something. Dior.
She has a cool name in real life, but like that.
Yeah.
Name, Clarice is just an old woman name. Hey, Clarice.
Yeah. Goodjohn? Is it Clarice? I think it's Dior Goodjohn. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that's it. She's great. She's really good.
Well, named her Pearl. Like that's an old person's name. Hey,
Yeah, well, because in the
Clarice.
books she's not an important character. Like she's a bully who's an asshole, and then is in one book and disappears. But I will say, at the end of this season, it does feel like we are going a little bit off book, which is probably good, honestly, because you're adapting an entire book into a season of TV. You're gonna have to change some things, and depending on where they go with the direction that they went at the end of this, I could see it being like overall a pretty big positive. So I'm interested to see where it is, because I don't necessarily want to see like a 1-to-1 adaptation of the book that I have right there on the shelf and I could read whenever I want.
Yeah, you want slight changes, maybe, right?
Yeah,
You
and
got
a
some people
little
who are
bit.
some creative
sticklers
liberties,
for
yeah.
like you staying straight to the lore.
Yeah, well, and it depends on like what you change. Like if there's certain things that like I think are core moments to the franchise, and I think like those would need to still happen pretty much as are. But you can change like which characters are more important, because there's like if Clarice shows up more in season 3 and 4 than she does in the books, I'd be fine with that because she's great. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure.
just there's things that I imagine have to change just like when you do an adaptation. So I'm willing to roll with those changes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely some moments in the third book, Titan's Curse, that I definitely would mind. That I do hope that they do faithfully adapt, but if they're gonna take some creative liberties with certain things and certain characters, I mean that's perfectly fine as long as it's in character.
I don't
And
know
it
what part
actually
you would be
fits.
talking about, but I'm very curious.
I am talking about the end of Titan's Curse with Nico.
Oh, Nico will exist for sure. Like he's gonna be. I wonder what they'll do with him, but he's gonna be very important for sure.
No,
They
yeah,
can't
he's-
just like ignore him.
Yeah, they can.
All right. Well, it sounds dope. I may have to check that out. I don't know. I gotta give it some. There were some shows I thought even I wouldn't watch, like Cobra Kai. I'm like, oh, this is cheesy. I
Right.
can tell it's gonna be cheesy, and then I end up watching it. I'm like, oh, this
Yeah.
is nostalgia overjoy right here.
Yeah,
I
that makes
looked at
sense.
you
You're
so
from
long.
sort of an older generation.
That's
Are you excited for that Masters of the Universe movie?
I am very excited for that.
That was for your geriatric ass. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I saw that thing roll out.
Listen, the only problem
I was
I
like-
had with it was I knew they had to use a lot of special effects, but it was like
Oh my god.
it's
Yeah.
over. It's over to the point where it looks too obvious. It's so much. But
I genuinely I saw the thumbnail, like, because I thought there was a thing on Twitter where it was like the thumbnail, hey, here's the trailer, and I would have given you money betting that shit was AI, 100%.
It's not the greatest of use of CGI. Maybe they might sharpen it up before releases. I'll say this: it's passable. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is not real. I'm gonna enjoy it, just off of for what it is. The guy looks like Adam though. Like I will give him that. He looks like Adam, and
He
a big
He
dude,
got
too.
kind of a for sure. He got kind of a weird face.
Yeah, a little
This-
bit. But
Every time they showed him from the
looks
side, I was
Adamish
like,
to me.
"This man looks like he crawled out of a cave." They thought this man looks like George Kittle. They fucking thawed his house out of a glacier and said, "Go to Hollywood, my man."
Go forth to Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Only one thing I would say though is I didn't care for his "I have the power." Like it should have been more,
Yeah.
booming. But
Well,
that's what
we'll
happened.
see. The movie's cursed because Jared Leto's in it, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was a little about that
So
too.
we'll see.
Yeah, I will say though, Skeletor looked spot on. So
Yeah.
there we
Yeah.
go.
Unfortunately, that's Jared Leto, so I'm sure something will be wrong with it.
He probably gave the cast like bone dildos or something, knowing his weird ass.
Right. He was like, I have to get into character as an evil skeleton wizard, and so I took all of the skin off my face.
I'm in character now, He-Man.
God, if he
Yes,
talked
that's
like
how
that for
Skeletor
like
laughs.
the entire production, I'd have
Right.
killed him. I'd have killed him myself.
What if he does walk around just talking like that?
Yes, He-Man.
He'll never sleep with a woman again.
It is I, Skeletor.
Anywho, let me move forward. I'm sorry about that, audience. Before I do, let me give a thanks to my Chicago brother Adidas 20 who has been a member for 2 months so far. He is a fixer. He's a fixer tier. He says, salute, my good brother, and of course to King Webb, my brother who just joined the fixer tier. Appreciate you, brother. What's up, nerds? I see you. Anyone else who joined? If I don't see your name, hello to you. Welcome. And for those who may be lurking, hello to you as well. Crusader, what have you been up to, brother? What have you been watching, playing?
I haven't been playing a whole lot. I have been watching Prehistoric Planet on Apple TV though. It is a spiritual successor to the BBC's Walking with Dinosaurs that came out in the early 2000s. The first 2 seasons are narrated by David Attenborough.
No, nice.
It is a documentary on the first 2 seasons are the Cretaceous period of paleontology, which is the time of T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And then the 3rd season, I know it follows like the post Cretaceous the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. I know several of the episodes are about like the Ice Age, I believe. I have not started season 3 yet.
Have you all ever
cool.
actually taken the time to look at? I only did this maybe a few years ago for the first time. I never thought to do it before. Looked up what the actual asteroid looked like that wiped out the dinosaurs.
I assume
Yeah.
it looked like
Crater
a big
created.
penis.
Yeah, and it's down there by Mexico and all of that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I knew it hit the Yucatan. I don't know, but I don't know what the fuck it looked like.
It looks insane.
A rock, I would assume, but beyond that,
Well, it's a large
So
crater. Yeah.
what's interesting is the crater is significantly larger than the actual rock that.
I mean, that
that
makes
created it.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And all that.
The Chicxulub crater is massive.
Yeah.
Do you say the
Absolutely
chick? Do you
massive.
say chicks love crater?
It
What
sounds,
did you say?
Chicxulub.
it sounds
What?
like you said that.
What?
So for full context,
What?
before I became an IT professional, I did want to either become a paleontologist or an archaeologist. It was up until about my senior year of high school
Yeah.
that I decided against that career path and went into information technology. Decided I was going to go into information technology. So you'll hear me use a lot of the big words, and if you ever need to, if there's ever a point where it's like, Crusader, what the fuck are you talking about? Just tell me,
So-
Crusader, what the fuck are you talking about?
So
So
you wanted
when
to
you,
be Indiana Jones, and then you wanted to be the guy in the chair.
Correct. No, I went from
Alright.
wanting to be
That's a
Indiana
downgrade.
Jones to wanting to be Newman in Jurassic Park.
That's not an evolution. That's a step
That's
back, my
not-
man.
He's
The difference is one
Like,
made
see?
money and one didn't.
no one cares.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
yeah,
But one was
yeah.
really cool, and the other died. So,
Yeah,
And the other one looked good in a
horribly.
half. The other one didn't.
you're probably the guy to ask about this, Crusader.
Sure.
Where is the clitoris? No, I'm sorry. I had a real question. The
The Chicxulub.
do you remember? Yeah, the chicks love it. There was a show that I've never been able to remember the title of. It was on like Discovery Planet, I'm sure, where it was a dinosaur show where the whole thing was like, we're gonna make a zoo out of dinosaurs,
Prehistoric Park.
but we can't take them, so we got to like go back in time and get them like right before they die.
Prehistoric Park.
And then I could never find that show again because I think it got like delisted or some shit. I have no
So-
idea where to watch it.
I can send you a link on where to watch it.
Hell yeah, brother.
It is not on any known streaming service, so
Is this so? It's a link to your personal server.
it is a link to it's hosted on archive.org as part of their like media
Oh.
preservation program.
That fits. Actually,
And like
yeah.
normally I'd be like normally I'm against kind of sharing media and stuff like that. But this is actually a very educational thing. Like it's entertaining because
Well, and
like it is like Jurassic Park without the horror element of it, like
Right.
but more like a zoo. But it's
Well,
very
lost
educational.
media.
I
Like-
loved it. It is called
You can't-
Prehistoric Park.
If you can't find it anywhere else, it's not my fault. You can't arrest me for stealing something
And-
from nothing.
It follows he's a real life paleontologist, but it follows a fictionalized version of him. His name's Nigel Marvin.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like a paleontologist name. Nigel.
And he goes back in time to collect dinosaurs so they can study them at this like
Yeah.
nature preserve,
So
and it's
he's a-
really interesting.
So he's a real life like Pokemon trainer. That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. But we got what real life Pokemon trainers are gonna look like in a game we're gonna talk about later. That shit's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Yeah, Cosmos with by Carl Sagan is pretty dope. He said that's his favorite educational series and educator. Yeah, that's great.
My favorite educational series is Mythbusters because they blow stuff
very
up.
fair. Very fair.
My career trajectory was I wanted to be first a Mythbuster, then a Disney like Imagineer, and then a video game guy. And now I just want to pay rent. So whatever gets me there.
That's interesting. I don't want to pay anything. I just want to live free.
Yeah,
Die
I guess I
hard.
don't want to pay. I want to be able to pay rent. Let me put it that way.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to pay it, but I'll do it if I have to live there. We had, by the way, Biff. What's up, Biff, brother? Biff, who has been a member for 3 months. He says actually he wiped out the dinosaurs. He says facts.
I heard that was the Ice Age.
Right.
Sorry, I had to say it in its biblically correct
The puns.
accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets a pass. Schwarzenegger gets a pass just because of the puns were so cheesy in that movie.
Yeah. That movie was
Chill
terrible, but it was
out.
also really fun.
Yeah. What was another one he said? I know it was
What
Chill
killed
Out
the
was one of them.
dinosaurs?
Just think of any pun with
Right.
ice, and I'm sure you'll get there.
dinosaurs. The Ice Age.
The Ice Age. Yeah. A king.
Oh man, cheese on top of cheese in that damn movie. Oh, what else did Crusader? Was that it for you as far as the archaeological?
Yeah, I've been bouncing around between a couple different games. If I hadn't have gotten so busy with work this week, I was gonna start and try and finish Final Fantasy 3 before I
Okay.
started remake. I wanted to start remake today because I'm gonna use it to test the Xbox full screen experience on PC.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to start it today, but
And you
I
said
don't
your
have any after hours works for tomorrow, so I'm gonna be starting it tomorrow, and I'm gonna play it tomorrow and Sunday.
your full screen experience hasn't been the greatest from it.
It's so if I was using this on a handheld without a second screen, it would be okay. The lack of any form of Discord integration, the fact that you have to actually close out of the full screen experience, go to like the Windows desktop, do stuff with Discord, and then go back into the full screen experience. Unlike a console where I can just like open my menu and like do
Right.
stuff with Discord. Um, that is probably the biggest negative that impacts all devices that have the full screen experience, whether it is a handheld or a laptop or a desktop. Um, the other there's some games that haven't worked too well with it because of how they open. Civilization 6 does not play well with it because it has a dialogue box where you have to choose which version of DirectX you want to use. Which is nice that it gives you the choice, though. I wish I could just tell it to permanently use that. That's on 2K.
Okay.
But it doesn't play well with that kind of thing. And it doesn't let you use a second screen, which again, they're testing it more for the handhelds and maybe even laptops right now. You can put it on any Windows device, but that's more what they're testing it for. It's supposed to go across all devices at some point because that's going to be at least the basis of what the what Xbox is going to morph into. But
Yeah. Well, give me more feedback.
it
Maybe
is
they can improve
not.
upon that.
If you have an actual desktop right now, I do not recommend using it. A
Okay.
laptop, I probably could. A
I'll stick to what
handheld,
I'm.
probably necessary
I'll stick to
because
what I'm
of the.
sticking with. I'm playing on Steam nowadays anyway. What's up, TZ, my brother?
So here's the thing: it integrates like you can launch your Steam library through it, and it's relevant to use it because it turns off console features. It turns off, or not console, it turns off OS features that you don't need while you're gaming to save RAM and CPU cycles. Not really going to save your GPU anything because Windows doesn't use like the GPU at all while
Right.
it's idle.
CPU heavy.
But you are saving like up to half a gig of RAM as far as I've been as testing, which is relevant, especially now that it's going to be hard for a lot of people to upgrade. And it saved quite a bit of CPU cycles. That to the point where like I get an extra couple frames.
Okay. That's not bad.
So like it is relevant. It's very relevant on the handhelds where that reduces the power draw.
Yeah.
As a consequence. And it can get you a couple more frames to maybe hit that like 45 target or whatever a good target is for the refresh rate of the handhelds.
So listen,
and
you
can launch
you gotta
Steam
come
games
by for the GCP and have that discussion
Sure,
with the fellas.
sure.
I'm sure they would love to have more talks like that because like
It's-
my brother MJ or K for sure. What's up, K? I see you
Yeah.
in the chat. And Stilo, what's up, brother?
It's probably good on the Ally X, like the Xbox Ally X.
Yeah.
But for it being the future of Xbox, it is several, not just like tier, entire, like the Richter scale with earthquakes, right? Where like a 9 is like 10 times more worse than an 8, right? Like it's multiple like entire levels worse than the console experience right now for anything but those handhelds.
Yeah, everything on PC is that much worse than the console experience in my experience. So
That's not
makes
true.
sense. Makes sense.
Wow.
Makes sense.
That's not true. Nerd says he's using an Intel Mac Pro running Windows 11. He's trying to figure out how to run FSC.
You have to be in the Insider program in Windows and the Insider program for the Xbox PC app. It is not very easy to test this feature, and it is in a testing functionality right now. Like like now is the time to give them feedback. But like it is It is not easy to get it on your PC. I spent 3 days trying to get it to work. on my
3
PC.
days, Jesus Christ!
Get in the
Oh,
Windows Insider
okay.
program.
Yeah, you
I
dedicated. What's up,
tried
Boom?
everything
What's up,
to get in
Boom,
the
brother?
Insider program, and it wouldn't ever activate it on my computer. It would just spin and spin and spin forever.
That's actually insane. I don't think I would have
Um,
put 3 days into trying to get that to work. To be honest with you.
No, because then I knew I knew because I was because the universe itself is running low on RAM, in my opinion. I knew it was gonna come up at work that some client was gonna want something in the Insider program. So I'm like, I gotta figure this out now because it's gonna end up happening at work, and I'm gonna be in the same situation at work. So, it was one of those things where it was like I wasn't just doing it for myself.
Can you pass
Yeah,
it?
we can
Okay,
hear you
now.
now.
Uh-oh.
Again now.
Now we
We
can.
got disconnected. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
OBS
Oh.
got... There it is. It's back. Chat, sorry about that. OBS had disconnected. I don't know if it caused any significant issue for you all that's listening. Yeah, it cut out. Oh, it cut us out here where they couldn't even hear me.
Oh.
Oh.
I was
Yeah, we
saying,
couldn't even. Yeah.
I was saying
Yep.
to move us forward. I didn't know if you had finished up with Minecraft, but yeah.
No,
I
God,
don't-
no. We're not
I don't
even
think
close.
he's never
we're
going
not-
to be done with Minecraft.
We're never going to be done with that.
Okay, there it is. Okay, so they're back. All right. What's up,
Mi-
Highlander?
Minecraft
What's
is a
Minecraft?
lifestyle now.
Truly.
Yeah.
I've been playing a mod pack called GTNH. I can tell you more about it after the show.
Nice. And Assassins, what have you been up to, brother? It's been a minute since we had a chance to talk. What have you been up to? Watching
Yeah, it
and playing?
has. We need to talk more, Umbra.
sure.
So I have been going through my backlog since the Game Awards. There have been a ton of games that were announced that night that I figured, you know what, it's about time I actually went through my backlog and played some of those games. So
Oh.
it literally took me 2, maybe 3 days to platinum Control. Absolutely love that game. I can't wait for Control Resonant later this year.
Nice.
So
So you played
I
it late
managed to
too,
go
like me. Control.
I did.
Okay.
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
did you just play Control?
I
Umbra?
just played it like a month ago.
Ooh.
First time.
Oh. Yeah, it's real good.
That's real
It's
good.
a, it's a very good game. Yeah, I'm very proud of the platinum that I got. I even did the Altered World event DLC.
The DLC.
You know that ties into
Good.
Alan Wake 2.
Oh, so you came across Kojima. Did you come across Kojima?
What? Kojima's
You have to.
in?
It's part where you go into this little incubation tank thing, and he's having you run around to like a vending machine and all this other stuff as he talks to you in Japanese, and the guy translates it for him.
Oh, that. Oh, that's
Yeah, it's just. I
Kojima?
think it's just his voice.
Yeah, it's just his
I
voice.
didn't. Okay, so you were. That was confusing because I was like, where? I didn't see a Kojima like body double in the game. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
oh, you're talking about that scientist
Yeah.
where you go in and you're doing that like psychological
Yeah.
thing in the pod, right?
Mhm.
That's
it.
Kojima?
That was Kojima. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
did
well-
not know that. That
I
kind
have
of
not.
blows my mind.
To be fair, most of us in the West have only heard his dubbed voice, so
That's
That's,
okay. Yeah.
And
Uh,
that DLC for a lot of people haven't played it because it was only on the PlayStation version for a long time, wasn't it?
yeah. It
It
was
was only
PlayStation
recently added on
exclusive for like
yeah,
a
it was
year.
only recently added on PC and
Oh, really?
Xbox. Mhm.
I
that
had
can't
no
be
idea.
right because I played the Xbox version like when it like at least shortly after it came out.
The Kojima part was just added to Xbox in the
Oh,
last
the
6 months.
Kojima part.
Yeah,
I thought
the
you meant the
Kojima part.
DLC.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I have
the-
no
the-
idea.
Specifically, the like Kojima bonus content to Control
Oh,
was
okay, okay,
only
okay.
recently added on Xbox in the last 6 months and PC in like the last 12.
So Sony had like Sony locked Kojima to PlayStation.
Because
Yeah,
I think it was
he's breaking
technically-
free now
He's
though.
breaking free.
It was-
Like
Wait,
Troy
wait,
Bolton, he's breaking free, soaring
Wait
Wait
flying.
a second. So Sony asked Remedy to make Kojima a PlayStation exclusive in their game.
It was technically
What?
supposed to be a like loose reference to Death Stranding.
Oh.
It was a
Oh.
promotional thing for Death Stranding technically. So
Mm.
like that's why it was like it was put in as a like PlayStation commissioned it and gave Remedy the money to put it in, but it was only allowed to be on PlayStation until Kojima got a lot of the rights to Death Stranding 1 back, which like circumstantially got rights to this released too, which is why it was then put onto the PC version, and then they had to develop a patch to get it onto the for Xbox.
Oh. Okay.
That is the
It's
weirdest
a very long-winded
PlayStation
nonsense stuff.
Yeah.
No.
That is the weirdest PlayStation exclusive content deal I think I have ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure
But-
there's weirder. They be doing all kinds of out of pocket shit.
Yeah, that's fair, but yeah, I did Platinum Control. I'm ready for the sequel. Another game I actually managed to play and beat was Devil May Cry 5.
Nice.
Not gonna
pinnacle-
lie,
Pinnacle
okay,
of
so
action
I
games
love
for me.
I
Oh.
love Capcom. I
Yeah.
love their games. As far as having fun with the action hack and slash, this may be a hot take. I'm leaning a little bit more towards Ninja Gaiden 4.
Oh,
Maybe because that's just because of how much more visceral Ninja Gaiden is and how much faster it is, but I mean, if I had to rate it out of 10, it's easily a 9 out of 10 for Devil May Cry 5. It's just Ninja
That's,
Gaiden 4 for me was a 10 out of 10.
Listen,
No, it's
I
not-
love Devil May Cry. Excuse me,
And
not
that's
Devil May
fair.
Cry. I love Ninja Gaiden 4, but that's Devil May Cry 5 to me is the pinnacle of action games.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun. Like every time I was playing as Nero and the Devil Trigger
Yeah.
OST in the background, I was like, "This is a fucking trip, man." I really like it a lot. But the
That's-
game I'm currently playing now, and I was actually telling Danny before you and Crusader jumped in,
Yeah.
25 hours into The Witcher 3. I tried it 3 times before, could not get into it. Now
It
I am
finally
just
clicked
completely
for
hooked.
you, huh?
It
There
clicked,
you go,
yeah. And
baby.
Look at that.
Red
Welcome
and
home, my
Hardcore,
boy.
so happy about that.
Listen,
I hope you're
Witcher 3 is one
enjoying-
of my favorite games of all time, so I'm glad you finally
Yeah.
getting
Well,
into it.
And there's that rumor that we're going to get like a new DLC for it this year, which seems crazy, but who knows?
I would love it.
We've
Seems
had
like an
crazier
easy way
things
for them to
happen.
make money.
Hey,
It does.
Dr.
But like,
Dryrub and
minimal
so much
development
What's up,
time.
Dr. Dryrub? He says, does anyone
Minimal
want a
development time.
Steam code for Resident Evil 4 HD? Anyone in the chat? Anyone? If you do, please step up and say yes. But and thank you, Dryrub, brother. Okay, well, that sounds dope. Assassin, sorry, I'm thinking nerds in my head. Like I said, Devil May Cry 5 is on the pinnacle of action games for me. Like, there's so much you can do in that game, action-wise, just with Dante alone. Like, it's insane. Like, literally, he has like 400 plus moves he can do just by himself. It's ridiculous.
Jesus.
And I'm
I,
get the Michael Jackson dance going with the hat and all that.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, I had a good chuckle when I saw that scene. I was like,
Yeah.
"Yep." It's my first Devil May Cry game, but even I knew Dante's personality before jumping in. I was like, "Yep, this is exactly the type of guy that I expected Dante to be," and I'm not disappointed at all.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
But-
a weird fucker with mommy issues, but it's a good game.
So Dr.
Okay,
Dryrub has
okay.
Resident Evil 4 HD, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So he says, if you want something, say
Nice.
it now. He says, anyone, speak up. Or
Nah,
forever
those
hold
codes
your
are for
peace.
Steam. I'd rather put my balls in a mousetrap.
Yeah, so I've just been going through my backlog. I'm going to keep going through it until Resident Evil Requiem comes out next month.
Nice.
That's just my goal. I think The Witcher 3 may take up all that time until then, but you know what? I'm not complaining. I'll happily go all the way with Witcher 3 until then. So yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Do you?
This-
I'm hoping you have the expansions, the blood. What is it? Heart of Stone and Blood.
Heart
Oh
of
yeah,
Stone,
Hearthstone and Blood and
Yeah.
Wine. Yeah, of course
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Blood and Wine won
I got-
RPG of the year.
That is,
Yeah.
Came
it
out.
deserves
Like
it.
like that game or The Witcher won the year it came out, and then its DLC won the next year.
It is
Yeah.
that. It's that
a real
damn good.
Elden Ring, huh?
It is that damn
yeah.
good. So, yeah, make sure you just play them in the right order. I don't want you to like skip ahead or whatever. Maybe whatever. But,
Yeah, and I isn't Heart of Stone and Blood and Wine, isn't that recommended for like endgame or like
Heart
of
actually beat the main
Stone.
story?
I mean, you're going to want to get pretty far in.
Heart of Stone.
Blood and Wine for sure. That's in game. You want to because
Yeah.
you're basically moving to a new area. So yeah.
Yeah, because when
Yeah.
the prompt came up, it was like Blood and Wine is recommended to like be like level 34 or something like that.
I think I did that before the point of no return.
Or Blood and Wine.
Blood and
Yeah.
Wine I did before the point of no return, but like the point of no return was like the last thing I did in the game.
I would.
Like
I
the
would
absolute
say.
last thing.
I would say do Blood and Wine after the point of no return. I would say do Heart of Stone before.
That doesn't matter.
Before
Yeah,
that.
the Heart of Stone doesn't matter. You can do that whenever you
Yeah.
feel like you
Heart
want.
of
but
Stone, I
that-
feel
that's
like- I feel like you would do that
Self-contained
in
story.
the middle of like toward the end of the game, the main game itself, because you're going to be in the general main area of the second map. So I would say do that
Yes.
in the game as you're playing, but and like be set to prepare to like do 10 hours or so of missions and such with that and things. But the Blood and Wine, that I would say for in game after you do the in game story, because that takes you
Okay.
to like his
Yeah.
it's like his retirement in a way,
Yeah.
but it's still like missions and stuff you'll be doing. But yeah, what's up, Mav, my brother? Long time no see, no talk. Max City, I see you. What's up, brother? Listen, for myself, Danny, I finally watched all through Gachiakuda.
He did it. He got there.
Finally got to it. It's all right, Mav. What's going on? All right. How about yourself? Hope you and the family are good. It's pretty decent, man. I think the
That's
anime
really
is pretty solid as far as animation and everything like that. Oh, Black John, what's up, brother? Yeah, that is. What do you say? Gachiakuda. I bet you think it's a weird name. Gachiakuda. It is a weird name. I wonder what it means.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, right. It's okay. I will say that it's worth a watch. I checked them all out. Enjoyable. I have much more to. I might just start reading it. The manga. I had played through Kingdom Come Deliverance. I will move on to part 2 soon. The combat is very I did not like the combat, so I used Wiimote to just one-hit kill some people sometimes. Especially if you're traveling around. It's like, nope, I'm not suffering through that. The combat was the only negative thing for me, but the story was really solid. Voice acting is pretty good. The world building, it has a very much grounded Oblivion feel to it, if that makes some sense. It's not fantasy based; it's based in real life, but it's very tedious in some ways too. But you have to like mix your own potions, things of that nature, and all of that. But it's a good game. It's a good game. I enjoyed it. I got like 100+ hours in it. I just started. I have this bad thing about me where I'm like, let me golden path it, and then what's that over there? And I started doing it anyway. I couldn't help myself. It's like a moth to a flame. I just started roaming around. Anyway, and it's a bunch of other things too, but I'll skip ahead for now for sake of time. Let's move to the news roundup. Danny?
Well, Crusader's been too quiet, so let's talk about how apparently the marathon pre-order accidentally forces people to download Destiny 2. I didn't look into this at all because I knew that Crusader would know.
It did happen. It was on Steam. I don't know exactly how Bungie managed that. Fascinating, but yeah, no, it would start downloading Destiny 2 as soon as you pre-ordered Marathon. I suspect they linked the packages wrong, and so like they accidentally linked Destiny in a way that like you made the purchase and then it starts automatically installing. I suspect that was the issue. But, like, yeah, fascinating. Was also, like, the number 2 most pre-ordered game on Steam last week.
I mean, I don't know what else people be pre-ordering last week. I
Or
guess,
not
but...
pre-ordered, I'm sorry. The pre-orders were the number 2, like, in revenue on Steam last week. Including free-to-play MTX games.
For Marathon, you're saying?
Yeah, for Marathon.
Huh.
Yeah, its pre-orders were really, really high with the second reveal.
Surprising.
I thought he was talking about like a Destiny 2 expansion that I knew nothing about. I was like, what?
No, it's it is Marathon, the extraction shooter that's coming out from Bungie, accidentally was installing Destiny 2.
That's interesting.
It's fascinating.
What you guys
Only on Steam.
What's you guys' thoughts on how well Marathon will do? I still feel kind of like it might be dead on arrival, but these sales right here.
I think it'll get a couple of months and then it's done.
I think that it will probably it won't do well super long term. I think it'll be a 2 or 3 year game. It really depends on if they can get that kind of like cultish following that like Tarkov has. But people seem to be really, really thirsty for the extraction shooter PvEVP genre. Looking at
Right.
Arc Raiders, which I also thought Arc Raiders wasn't gonna do that well. So like,
I just don't see them leaving Arc Raiders for this.
I didn't see them leaving Tarkov for Arc Raiders.
Yeah, but at least Tarkov was old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Arc Raiders is the new hotness.
Brand spanking new.
So I mean,
And
it's
using
selling well
Unreal,
enough
so-
that I think
no,
like
it's not using
it's.
Unreal.
I think we can absolutely confirm it's not going to be Concord 2. I guess
Yeah.
you can 100%.
It won't
say
be
that.
unreleased in 15 hours or whatever.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Um,
It was
2
2
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah,
It's definitely like I don't think it's going to shut down the year it comes out.
No, not shut down. I think people won't give a shit about it by like September.
That's very fair. Yeah, I will concur with that.
I think it's going to come
that's
out,
possible.
and then it'll have like 2 months of people like actively playing it. Then it'll fall off, and then like in 5 months they'll add it to PS Plus, and it'll get like a little bit of a boost. And then by the end of the year, it's effectively dead.
I think it's also going to really depend on how they handle post-release content and what kind of like rate they kind of drop that at. Because if they can keep people coming back, like maybe not week to week, but like every few weeks to every few weeks with enough new stuff, but that's a struggle that a lot of that like only Fortnite and until recently Destiny 2 were able to really do with their live service.
Right.
Yeah.
And Warzone.
Well, good luck
Yeah.
to them. I don't wish any
Yeah.
negativity on them. I just don't believe in them for this one. But anyway, Mav said he's obsessed with Arc Raiders, and he says, I'm going to give Marathon a go. He thinks it has a chance to be okay. The latest looks and seems better, but it's not going to be super hot like Arc. Yeah, I feel like by the way, I'm surprised too with these pre-orders when you all talked about. I'm like, what? They did that well? So, hey, maybe.
Is it weird
Yeah,
that
it was it was really shocking, like how high
Yeah.
up in the list they were for their pre-orders.
Unless
Is it weird that I
Sony's the
kind
one
of
buying
think-
these copies and tricking us? I don't know.
I think it's gonna perform better on Xbox than PlayStation.
It might.
I don't know if I'm going to say necessarily.
Yeah, not performance, but like I think the community will last longer on Xbox than PlayStation.
I think that that's true. That it'll last longer on Xbox. Though that being said, and like per ratio of users, I think more users will buy it on Xbox, like ratio wise to users that exist.
Versus
I don't.
PlayStation? I don't know.
Yeah,
about
PlayStation.
that.
I don't think PlayStation
Ratio
will fuck with
wise.
this at
So
all.
like if Xbox has. Xbox has half the half the amount of users that PlayStation has. I think that a larger percent of Xbox users are going to buy the game versus what percent of PlayStation users will buy the game.
I think if we look at like, and I don't know if we get these numbers broken down like this, but I think after like the first month, if you look at like how many people are still actively playing it, I think PlayStation, Xbox will be pretty even, and then by like month 4, I think Xbox will be higher.
I think that's probably for a shooter game. I think that's actually probably reasonable, like a fairly reasonable take.
That's crazy. That's crazy, but it's probably true.
Yeah. What else do we have, Danny?
There's a game. Hey, this game that no one heard of is not coming to Xbox anymore. It's called 1348 Ex Voto. It's decided that it's not coming to Xbox anymore. Quote, in order to focus the studio's effort on delivering the best experience possible for PC and PlayStation. Wait, hold on. There's a sticker on this note. Pulled it off. Oh, it just says the Black Myth Wukong playbook. That's crazy. That's crazy how we've been through this before, and it's the exact same situation. I wonder if there's a specific company that made a deal that we won't hear about until like 6 months from now.
All right.
It is also what happened with Baldur's Gate 3, though. I mean, they didn't
Yeah,
outright
I
cancel
don't-
it, but Baldur's Gate 3 did take like an extra like 8 months to come to Xbox. for the
Yeah,
same
Danny,
reason.
I have to kind of push back a little bit on that sentiment.
Right. And you'll be wrong to
Oh.
do so, but I'm willing to hear you out.
No, it's just that when it comes to Sony and their exclusivity deals, the fact is that they're never shy away from saying this game is PlayStation exclusive, whether it's coming from their first party or third party.
Not because it's also on PC. So it's the same as Black Myth Wukong and all these other games that they've done. this exact same thing for.
Wukong definitely had a deal, but I think the deal was more like, we're going to give you the technical support, and you're just not going to even work on another version of the game until like our version's released.
That's kind of what I believe too.
And because I don't think they actually had money for it. I think it was more like, you're going to get the internal technical team's support, and you just can't work on another copy of the game until.
Yeah, I'm not saying that a deal is out of the realm of possibility. I'm just saying, even if a game comes out on PC, why shy away from saying like, hey, we got
because they didn't actually have the marketing deal for. They didn't have any rights to marketing. That's probably why. Because they didn't have any rights to marketing for it, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't some form of contract
some type of quid pro quo.
Especially with a game that they knew was going to sell millions of copies in across the world. It was like the next hottest fucking Souls-like.
Did anyone really expect Black Myth Wukong to do as well as it did, though?
I think so.
In the West, I didn't think it would do as well as it did in the West. In China, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was like one of China's first AAA games.
China supports their shit, and so all those Chinese games, they're gonna sell like crazy.
like I knew that was gonna sell like crazy and expand PlayStation. PlayStation knew it was gonna sell like crazy in China too, and it helped them expand in the Chinese market.
That's why they bought it.
Pretty good at picking those types of games out, mind you. That do that type of numbers like that. I'll say this: I hadn't even heard of the game until yesterday when I saw that news blurb, whatever. I was like, okay, let me look into this. And having just played through Kingdom Come Deliverance, I was actually impressed that the combat in this looked more fun.
What was the game called? It was 13 something.
13.
I have to remember.
1308. What is it?
1308. Okay.
1348. Some shit.
Okay.
Something Vox.
Voto, whatever.
Ex Voto.
I know I have seen it once before.
This was my first time seeing it.
Somewhere.
It gives me a bit of that Plague Tale kind of vibe, a little bit, except no crazy plague.
Wasn't it revealed at the partner preview that Xbox did back in November?
I do not remember.
Couldn't tell you.
I don't remember seeing it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
This rings very true of just like small studio took a little bit of extra money from somebody to be a little bit more exclusive so that they could pretend that they had games to put out this year when we all know they don't. So
Danny put on a tin foil koofy. I see.
Here we are. I don't know if it's tin foil. We've seen him do it before.
yeah, we have. It could be.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice.
Well,
come on,
can't
man.
be fooled again.
What's with the RE5 discussion in chat, Umbra? Is that
okay? It was announced at the Future Game Show.
At the Future Game. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's where I saw it. It was announced at the Future Game Show 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably just enough time for some guy over at PlayStation to be like, we'll give you $100 to not put it on Xbox for a while. But only if you specifically talk shit about Xbox on socials. And they're like, yeah, man,
deal.
We're in.
Right. You didn't even have to pay us.
Yeah, but I'm not going to lie. I remember watching the Future Game Showcase, and there were better looking games that I think Sony would have chosen to be exclusive, in my opinion. So
exclusive.
Well, maybe they tried and they just weren't stupid enough to take the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can only buy a sucker.
Yeah.
That's.
What's up, Ninja Squirrel? What's up? He said, hello to everybody. Long time no see. He says UK friendly live podcast time. Sorry about that. Unless you're awake at 2 a.m. Thank you for being a night owl, Ninja Squirrel. Thank you for coming through.
There's a podcast that goes live at 2 a.m. Wait, did I misunderstand that comment?
Over in UK. It's 2 a.m.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. Appreciate
but hey,
you
welcome.
By. I really appreciate it. What else did we have, Danny?
There was a fire at Rockstar North. It seems to have not really affected too much. Apparently there was some kind of boiler explosion, which then led to some amount of a fire, but it must not have been too serious because they still opened up the next day, and it seems like everyone's pretty much back at work, or at least that was the press release that they released about it.
I don't think they actually closed that day.
Yeah, it was not. It didn't seem like it was a big deal.
They got to get GTA 6 finished. They're like, damn that.
Yeah, no, I did see a comment online that was like, oh, but the boiler was next to the floppy disk that they're keeping GTA 6 on, so now they got to delay it again. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on whether or not that thing's going to come out this year, but this fire is just like another sign of like I think this studio is just cursed. There's just something in the water over at Rockstar right now where they just can't catch a break.
Black John said, "No, they wanted to go home. What if somebody did sabotage it so they can go home?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna get out of here. Blow up the water.
Yeah, they're, in my opinion, Umbra, I think they were trying to kill that terminally ill fan that was there to play GTA 6, so that way he couldn't leak it.
Whoa.
Oh damn.
Whoa.
They like, yeah, he's gotta go. He's about to go anyway. Just take him out.
Welcome to the boiler
that joke
room,
may have been a
son.
bit too dark, but
Yeah, it
you
was a little
know,
dark. It was a little dark. What else do we have, Danny?
This one's for me. Hey, there's a new Life is Strange game. Baby, it's called Life is Strange Reunion. It's the, depending on how you count it, third or fourth of the Max and Chloe ones, because we got there's the prequel one.
Saga. By the way,
it's pretty great. We
what
love
do you
it.
think about the new art
We love
style
our
with it,
girls.
though? It looks a little.
It's
awkward
fine
to me. A little
Fine.
bit.
I don't know. It's
don't-
kind of the art style that these kind of games have taken up recently, so
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
It's
It's
fine.
it's okay. Like we're going this series is the naming convention of it is like impossible to follow because there's now 4 that involve these same characters, but Life is Strange 2 has different characters.
And this is all technical, and so does True Colors.
True Colors has different characters
Except it has
as well,
one character,
and it's also across 2
and
different
this is a
studios.
sequel to True Colors as well.
So yeah, it's mostly a sequel to the Max
To the
and Chloe
others.
ones, but yeah, there's a little bit of crossover there. But yeah, so if you want to play the Max and Chloe saga in order, you have to play Before the Storm, then Life is Strange, then Double Exposure, and then this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and
but wait, where does Captain Spirit come in?
It doesn't. Just don't play that one. It's fine, I guess. But it's like, it was like a 1 episode thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there was, I think the only other ones that are in is two True Colors, and then like sort of spiritually Tell Me Why, but not really.
I saw too, like Max is gonna have like different uses of power and her power, and
Yeah, we gotta get some powers. You know what I
won't
mean?
spoil anything, but
We
yeah,
got some
it's,
cool stuff.
I'm interested in. I loved.
You're not gonna
Actually,
spoil it
love
like
the original
Xbox
game.
did.
So
It's gonna be great.
You're not gonna spoil it like Xbox did.
yeah.
Xbox. What did Xbox spoil about it?
Oh, Xbox accidentally put their news article up like an hour and a half before the actual reveal was supposed to happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, whatever, man.
Yeah, and they
That's
had to take their article down. But yeah, they leaked it
Xbox
before it was
put
supposed
up
to
an
come out.
article? Do you mean like on the wire or?
Yeah, Xbox Wire. Yeah, the
Oh,
Xbox
okay.
Wire article, like with their like interview, went live an hour before it was supposed to.
Of course
it's
it
fine.
did.
It's whatever.
Yeah. All right. Well,
But yeah, I'm pretty excited about
for
it.
it too. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, it makes it pretty clear. Like, some people will be mad about it because the existence of Chloe means that they had to pick a canon ending to Life is Strange, and so people will be mad that theirs wasn't the canon one. But
that ending for the first one, it was such a stupid choice. If you had to pick between
yeah, well,
that or that, it's like I'm not picking this girl over that.
Well, in canon we did. So
Yeah,
Oops.
I picked everyone else. It's like no, not
I mean,
because
it's questionable. It's
her
questionable.
versus, like, I don't want to say much, but because people may have not played it, but
I mean, it's
either
an old
her
enough
or
game.
like hundreds of people or so. Like, no, I'm not choosing.
Yeah, but we
her.
don't know that.
Didn't we know? Like, because
We know that a tornado will occur.
Yeah.
It's not necessary, but we don't know who is going to be affected by it.
Well, they were doing
So,
the end is nigh and all that. I'm pretty sure some people were going to die. Some good people. No.
I'm sure some people did, but we don't know.
Yeah.
The interview actually teases that like we might be altering that past. So like I don't think there is actually a canon ending. I think they're gonna actually effectively retcon that game.
Maybe Max, the way her
'cause that's what it
powers are
sounds
working,
like in
it
the,
might be the case. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the description in the Xbox thing is that like where is that? These choices are key not just to the past you'll confirm as you play, but to the future as you'll fight a choice to build. So it sounds like some of the time powers are actually going to like they're going to explain why she's
Sure.
back more than just picking one of the endings.
That's
Wait a second.
possible. Sure.
So they picked a canon ending.
I don't
ending,
think
but
they
this game is
did.
going to retcon this canon ending, so they're going to
I
retcon
don't-
the canon and canon the retcon.
I don't think
What?
they actually picked a canon ending. Let's put it that way.
I don't think what you just read means that they didn't. I
So
think
like,
all
I read
that means
another
all
thing
that means
somewhere
is
that
we made a time travel game. Frankly,
so well, I mean that is Life is Strange, right? It is the
yeah,
first one was a time travel game.
right.
And there was something
And sort of
else where
double exposure, but
it was in another interview. Well, yeah, because isn't one of the powers in double exposure like there's
double
they were
exposure is
teasing
going
that
back
there's
and forth between two different timelines.
yeah,
So it is
so
possible that in
it
this one both did happen.
yeah.
But I wouldn't say that that's the same as retconning it.
No, I mean it is and it isn't.
In a
Right.
time travel story,
It's
I
right in
don't
a
think
time travel story.
changing
It's not.
things,
But like
like
I
you know what I
don't
mean?
think. Yeah, I don't think they. I don't think they're picking one path. I think
Yeah.
that it's going to be a little bit more satisfying than that.
When Marty McFly went back in time and slept with his mom or whatever, that wasn't a retcon. It's just, we didn't know it had happened yet.
I am my own
Right.
father.
So we all saw the movie Black John. You saw it. Come on now.
Well, what's his face is his own grandfather in Futurama. Fry.
That's true too. Yeah.
Oh,
That
that
makes
I
was-
don't
that
know.
was
I,
hilarious,
I am
by the way.
excited for it. There's not a ton of games like with release dates this year that I'm excited for. So this is immediately becomes pretty high on my list, like probably top 5. So expect me to be playing it in, what does it say, March, I guess.
Yeah. It's also not full MSRP.
We got some crazy.
No, it
releases
wouldn't. I don't think
happening
any
in
of them
March.
have been.
We
They
got
sold
Desert
True
dropping.
Colors
I
for
don't know.
60 or 70.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Crimson
well, but
Desert
that's not
taking
true.
my
That's
time
not
in
full
March.
anymore. If it's not 80, it's not full technically. Because we live in hell.
For March, what's up, Flood? March has Crimson Desert, so I'm not touching anything but that during March.
I don't even remember which one that is.
Crimson
Yeah, I
Desert,
don't know
Desert is
either.
that like kind of open world Western RPG. Gives me a mind of The Witcher, but not. And it's I don't know. You
That's
can do
my
so much in
purse.
there.
I
from
don't know you.
flying dragons
It's-
to riding on
To
top of a
flying
bear.
mechs.
Basically, the guy looks like Jon Snow. Or
Jon
more or
Snow.
less. You know
Mhm.
nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else do we have, Danny?
We got some other stuff. If you don't mind jumping into conversations about movies and such,
I'll tell you
there's not a
what.
ton.
I'll tell you
Unless
what
you,
time is.
we got some bigger main stories if you want to jump to those.
Something. I'll tell you what. Let's do one major one and then move to the show because we don't have. I don't think a ton of time.
No, yeah, we're starting a little bit late.
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is probably the biggest one then of the not video game news. Is we got some news about the upcoming Batman movie. No, not that one. Not the Batman, which
Brave
has
and bold.
but the Brave and the Bold. We now know who's writing the script, or at least writing the current script, because they'll probably who knows. Her name is Christina Hodson, and she has written a lot of bad movies, and one that didn't come out, so I guess we don't know about that one. But she wrote Birds of Prey, The Flash, and Batgirl.
She also wrote Bumblebee.
Yeah, and we did like Bumblebee. Bumblebee was a good one. And it is currently supposedly going to be directed by Andy Muschietti, although there's a lot of like talk with that where it's like if time permits and whatever. So like even the article I was reading seemed very like wishy-washy on whether or not that part was going to happen. But there you go. I don't know. It doesn't make me like super hopeful for the Batman movie. There was already some things that they were saying about it that made me like not thrilled. Like the fact that he's going to be so much older than Superman, and the fact that Damian Wayne's in it, and he's my least favorite Robin. I think that's not a hot take. So I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine because I know that it's not going to be one of those situations with like, not to point fingers, but like some of the current Marvel movies or whatever, where like they're halfway through the movie and they don't know what the movie is yet. Like they don't even know what the suit looks like, and they're just coming up with it in post.
Yeah.
Like we know that with James Gunn, very specifically, they're not doing anything until they know what the movie is. And so hopefully if this person who has not written a lot of great scripts turns in a bad one, they'll be like, do it again or find somebody else to do it. But I don't know. Not a great piece of news for Batman fans, but don't worry.
With this, by the way, John had posted it earlier, but it was I had looked at it, and it showed like, oh man, they cast Batman and Robin, which was what's that guy's name? I forgot his name right now. He was fan cast. I'm like, oh, a lot of the fans cast this guy. I'm like, okay.
Oh, is it God, the guy who plays Reacher, the like huge buff guy?
Not him.
Because he's been like one of the big fan casts.
What was it, Alan Richter or whatever? Not
Alan, Richmond or something. Yeah, whatever.
One of those names. Something.
It was something like that. It don't matter.
Richardson. Is it Richardson?
Couldn't tell you. Either way, it's not. He hasn't been cast. So
Alan Richter. Okay, that was it. Thanks, nerd. So yeah, it was this other guy. Something Brian. Was it Brian Schleen or something like that?
Never heard that name before in my life.
I'm probably butchering his name right now, but he was fan cast, and John had posted it, and I looked at it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is that disgusting fish, false like
Oh yeah,
yeah, the fake one that parrots.
They'll get you. They'll get you with that every now and then.
Yeah,
you'll be like, "Whoa, no shit," and then you see the guy at the top, and you're like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, I'm going through the whole thing, finding images to post. Like, yeah, this guy does look like he could be him, and then I look at the name. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I not seeing this populated anywhere else? No one else is sharing this news. I'm like, this is a scam. So, yeah.
Wait a minute, this guy's a phony.
He's a big fat phony. Anywho, let's move to the main topics here today. What would you guys like to see first? What game would be up your alley?
Oh, I assume we would do the Ubisoft thing first.
Y'all want to do the Ubisoft thing first? Okay, we could do that.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Let's see here. Wait, how do I pull that up here? What's better? What's spray? Okay, hold on.
God damn it, Ubisoft.
So the title of this this article is parentheses sigh, God damn it, Ubisoft. We had to amend it to say 2026 because of the other 7 times we've written the same article. But here we go.
Hold on 1 second. There it is. Okay.
Ubisoft just couldn't keep it in their pants.
Shinobi posted it first, and I'll go to the actual article from here. But so Ubisoft details major company reset amid reorganization efforts. 6 games were canceled, including 4 unannounced games. 3 were new IP, a mobile title in Prince of Persia remake, which sucks, mind you, because I was actually looking forward to that one. 7 games have been delayed for better quality, which is a plus. That's a plus, right, I would say. One of which was expected before April of 26, and now coming before April of 27, likely Black Flag remake. Take your time with it, baby. I'm happy. Take your time. Ubisoft Halifax and Stockholm have been closed. That's unfortunate. Ubisoft will operate under 5 creative houses for different IPs with their own leadership and end-to-end responsibility for their portfolios for better, faster decisions. And that is Vantage Studios, which oversees Rainbow Six, Assassin's Creed, and Far Cry. Creative House 2 is competitive and cooperative shooter experiences like The Division, Ghost Recon, and Splinter Cell. And Creative House 3 is select sharp live experiences like For Honor, The Crew, Riders Republic, Brawlhalla, and Skull and Bones. Creative House 4 is fantasy worlds and narrative-driven universes like Anno, Might and Magic, Rayman, Prince of Persia, and Beyond Good and Evil. Creative House 5 is casual and family-friendly titles like Just Dance, Uno, Hasbro Games, etc. Let me go to the actual article.
While you do that, can we just talk about how crazy it is that For Honor is still getting support? I saw a thing. They're adding a new guy. They're adding Lu Bu. I mean, he's got a new name, but they're adding Lu Bu.
Oh, okay, nice.
To For Honor in 2026, a game that I have not heard a man speak of.
You know, For Honor,
like Lord Voldemort.
I still see a couple of my friends play.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Same here.
Couldn't have told you.
Yeah, like I
have one friend who plays that game religiously.
Yeah, I see people playing it all the time.
Does he like need
websites and such, or
support
websites, TikToks? I see people playing it.
I met him in Destiny, so you can make your.
So he's had worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Truly.
Haven't told you this. My friend, who's like the biggest Destiny guy I know, other than maybe you, I guess, is he stopped Destiny 2 completely like 2 expansions ago, because as soon as they announced that Star Wars one, he was like, "I'm out of here. I can't rock with y'all anymore."
That's when I stopped. So I did stop because of that, but that's when I stopped as well.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Is there like another big expansion guy? Don't. Never mind. Go on.
They have 2 more announced.
With the organizational restructuring, which has been in the works for a year, it's designed to help French publisher reclaim its creative leadership and drive a sharp rebound, it said on Wednesday, following a turbulent few years of disappointing game launches and plummeting stock value, which recently resulted in a minority sale to Tencent. Yeah, so they didn't meet their Ubisoft's new enhanced quality expectations, these 6 canceled games. And so they were canceled. Anyhow, let me see, where was that? Okay.
You know what game survived?
What's that?
Yeah, that's a fucking hilarious.
Beyond Good and Evil 2. And I'll tell you what, I'm buying that game and playing it day one when it comes out. Not because I think it'll be any good, but I need to understand why they have such faith in that game. I truly need to play it and understand why they
I think it's
17 years of development, Crusader.
It's so bold to think it's still coming out.
It's 17
and I respect
years.
your belief.
17 years, but the current build has only been in development for 8. They completely scrapped it 8 years ago and restarted.
I'm sorry, but Beyond Good and Evil 2 still being in active development, and Assassin's Creed 4, which, mind you, is one of the best Assassin's Creed games, in my opinion. Getting a pointless remake, I'm sorry, but getting a remake for that game is pointless. Assassin's Creed 1 or 2 needs a remake more than 4. Those 2 games surviving, but Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake doesn't? What the fuck?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
It had to have been that the Sands of Time one was like looking bad or something. It's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, that game was supposed to come out 5 years ago, and then it got indefinitely delayed. So something tells me that game is just like fucking up.
Yeah, Switch Studios too.
Something wrong with it.
Yeah, like that. At least the like, I don't know. At least Beyond Beyond Good and Evil 2 is like there's nothing quite like the first one. So, like, I'm wondering if Ubisoft is like, well, we have this weird IP that no one else makes anything quite like. So, like, we kind of, like, don't want to give up on this one.
Before Umbra finds what he's looking for, I did actually... So, a few days ago, I actually tagged Nate the Hate in a tweet, just asking, hey, how's the Sands of Time remake looking? He actually responded and said, well, it's not that... It's got some work to do. And then 3 days later, it gets canceled.
So they found out they were getting
hilarious.
Canceled. Like they found like all of the studios found out their games were getting canceled. Like
as
right
the news
then,
broke.
like right then. So like Nate, there's no Nate wouldn't have known.
Yeah,
like for most of the industry, that came as a shock.
Oh yeah. Nate didn't know, but it was kind of funny because someone actually asked him. No wait, I asked him about the Splinter Cell remake, because, it said 6 games were canceled, and I'm like, is Splinter Cell one of them? And he actually responded again, he was like, no, it's safe. For now.
Yeah,
like,
well, that's what everyone,
fuck.
That was all the headlines for Beyond Good and Evil was Beyond Good and Evil is safe for now.
Yeah, that's what anyone would say about any Ubisoft property if asked without context, I think, at this point.
I think genuinely with the industry in general, I think there's maybe a handful of games that I wouldn't say that about in general anywhere. Like that game.
Like Division 3 is a given, right? Like Division 3 at Massive, like that has to be their next project, right?
They just like talked about it just a few weeks ago. Like they did an interview about it, and then the head of Division 3 left, and now he's at EA. He's at DICE, and he's managing some of the stuff for Battlefield.
He decided that instead of being owned by Tencent in China, he'd rather be owned by Saudi Arabia.
Well, so he took a portion of so we have to remember Vincent Paula died.
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
took
he
a
took Vince's
portion
place,
of
right?
Vince's role at EA. The Battlefield portion.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is unrelated. Well, not completely, but unrelated to what we're talking about in this exact moment. Creative House 4 says immersive fantasy worlds and narrative-driven universes. And I see Rayman's in there. And I'm not saying that that's not immersive or fantasy or whatever. The man's hands aren't attached to his body. That's a fantasy. But Creative House 5 says reclaiming position in casual and family-friendly games. That's not Rayman?
I think the family-friendly is supposed to be like more broader. Things that like material that they're licensing externally, because that was like how everything sounded. Like Just Dance, like they own the Just Dance IP, but they don't own any of that music.
Well, yeah, of course not.
Monopoly Go and all that stuff. They're
sure.
Like I think it's supposed to be.
If we're out here
that.
and we're saying, hey, me, Captain Ubisoft, Eve's Ubisoft, we got to go and make more stuff for kids, and I'm looking at the Ubisoft catalog. There's not a ton of shit in there that I would say is for kids. Rayman's like number one on that list, though, right?
Yeah,
Rayman's the only one.
I'm wondering if this was an internal discussion where they weren't really sure where to put it, but because of like how heavily licensed and like that division is going to be, they were like, let's keep it somewhere else.
I see Creative House 5 as the one we can lay off if we need to later. Like that's how I'm reading it, actually.
Well,
which is rough. Do
they make that Does Ubisoft publish that Monopoly mobile game?
I don't know, probably.
Is it Monopoly Go?
I'm not sure if they do. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you guys. When it comes to like their 5 creative houses, I'm only gonna pay attention to the first 2, like Vantage and Creative House 2. Those are really the only ones I actually care about.
For Honor 2026.
Oh,
I hear next year they're going to add Stalin to it, so that'll be cool.
I'm just now getting back into Siege, which is House 1. No, I'm good.
I'm also confused that Siege is in 6. Rainbow Six, I guess, says it's in 6, not just Siege. But it's weird to me that that's in 1 and not 2 when that says cooperative shooters.
Yeah, cooperative shooters. Yeah.
So like I get that 1 says our biggest properties, and Siege is one of those. But also,
Siege is massive.
Yeah, Siege is their biggest money.
But if we're taking all of this is the games where we shoot guns in, and putting that in one like group of studios, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Siege
so
should be like
it
the
may also
kingpin of that.
It may also be because Siege is technically held by that like weird because isn't Vantage Studio the weird one that's like jointly held with Tencent? Like it's technically like a
Tencent owns like. They technically own like 10% of the company, but they really own the company at this point.
Isn't that like that thing that they spun out though that technically is publicly traded separate? That's traded separately.
I don't remember, but probably. I assume you're right. You're usually pretty good about that.
That's probably why it's there, because not because of like the actual reorganization, but because it was already organized into that, and the things that are in Vantage can't be pulled out of Vantage. So Vantage just exists the way it does.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, because they only own like 10% of Ubisoft, but they own 100% of Yves Guillemot, so.
Yeah.
Well, all of that said, what do you all feel about the whole restructuring as things go in general? Do you all feel like this could be more ways for them to slip and Tencent to take hold more? Because we speculated about that some time back, that Ubisoft was eventually going to get swallowed up by Tencent.
They basically already have, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, it's restructuring and trying to like focus on like breaking it into groupings of like, this is how we're going to focus on these, I guess, verticals, you could say. It makes sense to some degree. That's what my company is doing right now in a very different industry. But I will say for us, and we started like 3 years ago, apparently, it's been a huge fucking mess. So, this isn't the end of this story. Like, we're gonna see more layoffs, probably more studio closures. Maybe there's a non-0% chance that they are like selling off some of the lesser IP at some point in the near future.
They've already done a little bit of that.
Yeah, well, yeah, more is like genuinely, if that Splinter Cell game gets canceled, they might just be like, fuck it, and sell it.
Yeah, I guess at that point, I'm just disappointed that this keep happening. And Ubisoft, I feel like they get trashed a lot, but Ubisoft has some great games, man. It would be a shame for them to go under in any significant way.
I would feel really bad if they went under, mostly because of the number of people they employ. But I think it has been a while since they've been a force in the industry that I would really put any faith in.
I honestly would hate to see Ubisoft suffer any more than it already has. Like, I get that it was self-inflicted. Like, they chase trends. They suffered the consequences for it. It's just that when it comes to Ubisoft in particular, like, yes, games like Skyrim and the Arkham games and so many others have shaped my gaming life. But whether I like it or not, Ubisoft was actually the one that started it. Assassin's Creed 2 was the one that opened my mind to video games as, like, the ultimate form of entertainment. So whether I like it or not, Ubisoft has a special place in my heart when it comes to games and their IPs. Like, I liked Watch Dogs. I've had some fun with Far Cry. I've put over 1,000 hours into Siege. So, yeah, I would hate to see Ubisoft suffer anymore, but if this restructuring does anything to help them regain some of that control, then I'm all in for it. Anyone else find it a bit odd that they're kind of structured the way that Japanese publishers have been these past few years? Like, Square Enix has the creative business units, Capcom and Nintendo have their entertainment production divisions as well. It kind of seems like Ubisoft is trying to follow that same structure to me. Am I crazy?
It's a little bit. I don't think they're necessary. I don't know that it's necessarily they're following it, or more that they just kind of fell into it in the same way. And you're really seeing it because of the naming structure.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the names more than anything. Yeah, that, like, I thought that too when I heard creative business unit, right? Because that's the Square Enix lingo.
Yeah, what does Ubisoft call it? Is it Creative House?
Creative House.
2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I think Danny hit the nail on the head as to why they're doing it. It's because they more easily can focus on culling or expanding the areas that end up being successful. I think that's the exact reason that they're segmenting.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny that they actually mentioned Rayman and Prince of Persia, like, being in a specific creative house. That
Sure,
kind of
yeah.
tells me that they do plan on doing something with those two IPs specifically. I know there were rumors about a Rayman remake coming
There's
later
two.
down the line.
There's two.
Two?
Yeah,
Yeah.
neither of them were canceled.
Oh, okay,
It's-
good.
Although,
There's
to
a
be fair,
remake and something else.
they do
for
specifically
now.
also put Beyond Good and Evil into one of them.
Yeah.
And Splinter Cell.
And brother, I don't know if we're ever going to
Yeah.
see that chimpanzee again.
I also don't know where we're going to see it. But, like, I want to believe. The one good thing that... Because, like, there's a lot of bad. This is going to lead to layoffs and stuff, but we've already mentioned that. The one good thing, industry-wise, that I heard out of this is that they are rethinking how they look at live service. And it was under the context that they're going to do the live services that they have effectively and expand those and maybe revitalize those or release new entries in those, but not push everything to be live service, which it was like Ubisoft's last like half a decade. Like X Defiant and what was that
Hyperscape.
about? Hyperscape. So, like, I do think that, at least business-wise, and it'll be something that's going to take forever to truly see, because games take fucking forever to come out, thanks Naughty Dog, GTA,
Rockstar.
and Rockstar.
Rockstar.
But,
My
like,
balls, Rockstar. I'm glad your boiler exploded, bitch.
you know...
Hey, CDPR is 2.
Yeah, CDPR too. But, like, thank you to the thought process of moving away from all of that, like you'd be a fool to not have some of your teams doing that. But you're a fool if you have all of your teams, and especially teams that aren't experienced doing that. We've seen too many times it fails. Like we see teams that are good at it do good at it, right? Like we see that all the time, that a team that's good at making a live service can probably make a weird new live service because they know how to do it. It's why like people always get mad that like Bungie killed factions, but like they didn't. They didn't have a say in whether it was going to exist. They told the people, in the, they were like, hey, these are all the things that you're going to have to give up, and these are all the things you're going to have to do in order to have a live service exist. And Naughty Dog was like, oh, yeah, we don't want that. And so they and SIE decided, yeah, that would be really bad. Let's cancel that. So, like, seeing Ubisoft get out of the mentality that every one of their teams needs to be making something live service or live service oriented could be very healthy for their future in a optimistic light. That, like, they could actually push back into making some standout single-player games that don't feel like a slog, and that they can have their teams that make live service games, that make some standout live service games, because they have one of the best. They have Siege, right? They have one of the best service games on the market right now. It's got problems because they haven't been investing enough into it, like getting having every account hacked and everyone getting the integer gap of premium currency happened 2 weeks ago. But like again, reinvesting your focus in the right areas means that like maybe they'll reinvest into Siege in the way that Siege needs reinvested into to become even bigger than what it is right now. So maybe some good will come out of this. I don't know, but there's not, it's not all dark.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's not all dark news.
Like all I want
Mostly
is Splinter
dark.
Cell
All dark
remake.
all the
That's all I
time.
want.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sold on it one way or another. I feel like this could be like their final death knell. We'll see how it goes. You guys had anything else you wanted to add to this? Assassin or Danny?
I'll be curious to see, because we don't know what most of the stuff that was delayed and canceled was really. I'd be interested to see, like, because they got like 7 Assassin's Creed games soft announced right now. I'll be curious to see if any of those were delayed or whatever.
Now that you mention it, Danny, what is like officially announced from Ubisoft right
Beyond
now?
Good and Evil.
Oh my god!
Beyond Good and Evil.
God,
I actually had it pulled up a second
right.
ago.
I hate that you're right about that. Damn
Let's see. On the 2BA page, they've got Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake. Oop, haven't updated that yet. Tom Clancy, The Division. Oh wait, no, these are the canceled section. Sorry, I scrolled too far. Splinter Cell remake. Sorry, it was a bigger section. Splinter Cell remake. Division 3. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Hex, Invictus, and Jade are a bunch of Assassin's Creed tag names. Might and Magic Fades, but that's supposedly this year. Oh no, not a ton.
Practically nothing at this point. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Like Black Flag remake was never actually announced. Like there was a lot of projects that were like canceled that were never actually announced, or like were supposed to come out a trillion years ago.
Yeah. So that said, let's move into the Dev Direct 2026. Assassin, since you are a guest, I'll let you pick first. Which trailer would you like us to look at and go through?
You know what? Because I value your chat and I value their time,
Don't value.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and pick the trailer that I think that most people in chat do not care about. So let's just get Beast of Reincarnation out of the way. I'm interested in this game, but I don't know about the rest of y'all.
All right.
So,
So
let's
I
go with
didn't
that
watch
one.
this section. So
This
that's- Let me.
I
watch a little.
will say
said most.
I wasn't excited about this before now, and I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily like for sure day one. Oh my god, this is my shit. But this did definitely like This was a positive for me, and I'll tell you what it was. It was the Pokemon. There's a certain point in them playing this game where they were like,
Wow.
Nintendo said we couldn't play with our Pokemon anymore, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make it so that everyone's got like their ace Pokemon, because there's that one girl in the trailer's got like a deer or some shit, and then our character's got a dog. And as you do cool action combat that hopefully feels good, you like store up points so that you can use your attacks with your Pokemon. And it's like, yeah, man, all right, that's a really cool idea, actually. Like, I'm down for that for sure, 100%. I would love it if you could switch Pokemon, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna be the case, because it seems like your dog's like really important to the character, and like that's good, that's fine, we're happy.
So I will say, and I'm going to get you guys' thoughts on this too. This looks beautiful. I think they did a good job visually with it. Interesting.
Looks very stylistic.
Yeah, it has a nice style.
Like, if they're not going for hyper realism, they're going for like
for sure not
fantasy,
and that's great.
Yeah.
I love the monster designs. The character designs are kind of like
whatever.
Like, that's just a person. Like, they're not really doing anything fun with like the costuming or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the monsters look great, and honestly, that's probably more important. So
it'd be cool if
we'll take it.
If she could ride on.
Nintendo really has held them back, haven't
White
they?
wolf dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know, so Pokemon is owned by 3 companies: Game Freak, who's making this, Creatures, who makes the card games, and then Nintendo. They each hold like a third of it.
Yeah.
And so Game Freak makes the video games. Creatures makes the card games, and Nintendo holds them back. And that's the relationship that we've got.
So actually, it's not just Nintendo, because one of the big problems is the Pokemon Company itself sets the budgets for each of their functional divisions, and the Pokemon Company notoriously doesn't believe that they need to give large budgets or time scales to Game Freak to make stuff.
I think they do the same thing with the card game, because so I've recently got into card games. I play the One Piece card game. It's a lot of fun. Recommend it. Although fucking Logan Paul just got into it, so good luck finding stuff. But the difference between the quality of literally just the paper between the One Piece card game and like any other card game I've ever played and Pokemon is like, it's night and day. Like, it feels like you're playing on like real nice card stock in basically any other game, and then Pokemon feels like thin and shitty. Like, it feels like you're gonna break it so fast.
Yeah, and they always have the only thing that they weirdly have is that their foiling process is really good and doesn't curl the cards. Meanwhile, like Magic the Gathering, a foiled card looks like a fucking Pringle.
Yeah, that's true. It's not the foil that curls it, but unfortunately, because they've made them so thin.
Yeah,
you know?
they Pokemon cards have a really bad problem with humidity.
All cards do to some extent, but yes,
they have a really bad, like, they're notorious for like getting ruined if you don't store them in a properly kept environment for them.
Yeah. Oh no, my card shop sells like those little silica packets that like absorb humidity, so you can keep one like in your binder or whatever. This is why I don't collect Pokemon cards.
This looks like the level of quality that I figured Game Freak was always capable of. Not to say that I think Pokemon needs to look like this style. I don't think Pokemon needs to even look realistic, like, in the slightest. But, like, man, does Pokemon not even look stylistic. It just looks cheap on the Switch, in my opinion. It even looked kind of cheap on the 3DS. Because that's when they started to go to the
They're going to announce Gen 10, like, in a couple months, probably.
And it's gonna look
worse than this for sure. But if it doesn't look significantly better than Scarlet Violet,
yeah,
what are we doing? Like,
because they have this going on.
Scarlet and Violet is atrocious.
It's bad.
Like,
it's bad.
It is the biggest, most nothing open world I've ever played, and I'm a Pokemon guy. Look. Understand, I'm not happy to be saying these things. I played all the Pokemon games. I wish they were good, but
I do too.
God damn.
Pokemon's the only reason I bought Pokemon, and Metroid are the only reason I bought it for Switch 1.
Let me ask, Assassin, what did you feel about this since you made the pick here for this? What is your big takeaway for a Beast of Reincarnation? Assassino.
He's muted. I think he might have had to step away for something.
Oh, okay. He may have, yeah.
I did.
Oh,
I
no,
was
he's back.
grabbing dinner.
Oh, okay. You getting din.
But what's the question?
What was your thoughts about this right here, Beastie Reincarnation? How does it look to you? What are you appreciating how it looks? Like, what's your takeaway for it? I see a lot of Monster Hunter vibes personally.
I mean, it just seems like a mix between like Monster Hunter and Stellar Blade, if that makes any sense.
This is a single player game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's single player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see a bit of that.
You know, at first when the game was announced last year, I thought it might have been another Souls-like, but you know, seeing what we saw today, it just seems more like a platforming action game. Which, to be honest, like, yeah, it's interesting.
I don't know,
Souls-likes
we saw
are just
that.
Souls-likes
Yeah.
are just hack and slash games that don't have difficulty options and are slower. Like that's the difference.
Yeah.
Like truly.
Well, and I would say I think that there was a couple of the boss fights that we saw in there that I'm like, yeah, that feels Souls-like. You know, it not 100%
Visually.
like for sure, but I'm like, yeah, that's probably like clearly that inspiration is there.
Yeah, mechanically though, it doesn't play like a typical like From Software game.
No, it
Well,
looks like a
No,
much
I mean
faster
you've
one.
got
Like a
you've got
much
your
faster.
summon. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like it plays like almost like a like visually modern version of like the 360 era hack and slash games.
I can kind of see that.
Like the UI is obviously different, but like it looks it seems like it's more along the lines of those like God of War or what was Christian God of War? Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
god.
Dante's Inferno is better than God of War. Don't at me.
It's not good though.
Oh, I loved it. I loved
Oh,
it.
of course, of course, Crusader liked the Christian God of War.
Wait, how does
what's the
Crusader
coincidental?
feel about the sequel being canceled?
It makes me so mad. Same with the
I know.
Alice Madness Returns. I love that era of EA. But
That shit was crazy.
like this
Yeah.
game, like I'm personally excited for this.
This
Yeah.
look- this looked dope too. That
This
blooming
this
art they did
reminds
together.
me like visually and how it plays and like the way that like the budget looks. And this is a compliment because I love these styles of games. It reminds me of Eurojank games, like 4A's Metro series. It like that's the vibe it gives off to me, like budget wise, and
Okay.
I typically find that those type of games are like my kind of cult classic. I fucking love them. So like I'm quite excited looking at this.
I mean, I've been interested in it since it was revealed last year. It's, you know, seeing more of the game earlier today. It's not necessarily ramped up my most anticipated games list. That honor goes to Fable. But I definitely will give it a try. It says it's coming in the summer, right?
Yes. Yeah, all of these games are
it
coming
seems like a
this
July
year.
game. It seems like a July game to me.
Yeah, like I wasn't excited for this when they announced it because I thought it was going to be a Souls-like, and then seeing this, like watching this right now, I'm like, oh hell yes. This looks like a game that like it kind of reminds me of Nier, almost.
I can see that post-apocalyptic
like-
Japanese
like-
lady
Yeah.
running around with a
like
sword.
that Nier style hack and slash. Without like the hold the one button forever and an eternity to fire.
Yeah,
your
or
gun
like
at
the
same
bullet
time.
hell stuff.
Yeah. But like this reminds me gameplay wise almost of something like Nier, and I love those games. So like I'll be here for this.
You know, Yoko Taro said that he might be revealing his next game this year.
Don't do that to me.
I'm just saying.
I fucking love the Nier games.
Like, when did Nier Replicant come out? Wasn't that like 2021, 22?
Yeah, 2021.
5 years, Crusader. Come on. Come on, man.
No, he's made like 4 mobile games in the meantime.
So the
Yeah, but you
overall
know those don't
consensus of
count.
this, who all excited, say aye.
Seems good.
Okay, so we all on board. We're all on board. Danny, I'll let you pick the next. What was the game for you that did it for you this show here?
Well, okay, so it's.
Kiln?
I mean,
Was it Kiln?
well, no, I mean, if for sure it's Fable, right? Like that's the game. But should we save that for last? But like that's the guy. That's my goat.
That's your goat. All right, we can save that for last then.
Okay, then we'll go to
That's the one where
Forza
we talk about
because
the
I don't
most.
care about cars. But hey, boy, there was a Gundam at the end of that. I don't know what's going on with that shit, but I'm interested. If you
Okay,
if
wait,
you make
before
a
we go any further, I just
Gunpla
have
game,
to ask. I just have to ask. Did anyone else think Transformer before Gundam? Please tell me I'm not the only one.
no,
who thought
absolutely.
It was
Come on.
Japan, so my
We're-
brain was in
come
Gundam mode.
on.
But like,
that.
had I not
Yeah.
had I not been in Japan mode, then yeah.
Well, and they were
I
playing
can
Gundam
feel
sound
you.
effects. Like if it was Transformers, you would have heard like
Gundam. Well, he's way bigger.
Yeah,
than
but I'm not really
he's
Gundam.
way bigger than a Transformer anyway. You saw the feet; it was gigantic.
yeah.
Well,
if it was Transformers, you'd be trying to make
I
out with
didn't
that
grow
car.
up with Gundam anime. I'm sorry.
To be fair, though, there
That's
are
fair, that's
gigantic
fair.
Transformers too, but that one was
They
like,
they
you
big.
could tell. By the way, they
But,
even
yeah.
showed artwork of a fake Gundam on the side of a garage, so I knew.
Hell yeah, King.
I kind of knew what direction they were going. Then I saw that.
Hell yeah.
By the way, Nerd said that Delroy Lindo had got nominated for a Oscar for, I believe it was best role. Was it? What's the word?
I don't know who that
Or-
is.
Not role playing. What would they call them?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Roy.
You got
Lin.
lead acting, and you got what did they call
No.
that?
Best actor?
Not best actor, but what's the one like somebody that's on a side actor?
Oh,
Best supporting
supporting?
actor?
Supporting. That's it. So yeah, he got nominated for that. That was that's excellent to see. It would be crazy
Oh, for
if he won
Sinners.
it. If he won it, I would be very, very
Yeah.
happy.
Well, Sinners is, I believe, unless this was just a tweet I saw that was a lie, but I saw a tweet that said that Sinners was the most Oscar-nominated movie of all time. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, 16, I think, nominations. They probably go away with like one. That would upset me as well.
Nah,
We'll
Is
see.
Sinners a good
it's
movie?
gotta win it.
Like, I keep hearing good things about it.
it's real good.
We'll
It
see
is
what
real
they
good.
do. But yes, Forza Horizon 6. For one, let's just get that out of the way. Finally, we're in Japan. The game is looking beautiful.
Looks so good. Sounds good.
Oh man, let me see if
It's-
I can hear some of.
They
the
already
sound.
put in their
good.
nomination for best accessibility.
Yep.
So
Best
So-
like sports game, because like that's where racing games end up.
Best sports and racing game?
Yeah.
Easily
sure.
one of the most beautiful racing games I've ever seen.
It's so beautiful that you can smell the cherry blossom
You can smell
as
the
you
cherry
drive through.
blossoms, isn't that something?
that's true. Sure.
And
Yeah.
they got Kyoko Yamashita here, showing us the proper use of DEI, bringing her on as a cultural, consultant.
Fuck out of here.
Okay,
the-
Umbra.
I'm really excited for it. It's not. I'm not a car game guy. It's not one that I'm gonna
Same.
play to completion. Or
Mhm.
I don't even know how you finish a Horizon game. To be quite honest with you.
Really.
You just, yeah, it's just an arcade racer.
But I
just-
definitely see myself putting like a good probably 10, 12 on this and just like enjoying driving
Enjoying the
around.
sights. Yeah.
It looks like it's gonna be great. And if they roll out a Gundam DLC, I'll be there. I'll be there. If Forza wants to make, if Playground wants to make like a Gunpla game that is as detailed as Forza, that's my shit. You can leave the cars out. I don't care. You show me.
So funny.
You let me build my own Shining Gundam, and I'm umama.
Oh my. So there are some details here for Forza. Let me read some of the details. So this is the largest map in the series to date here in Japan. Look at that. Look at the beautiful water. We're in Tokyo City, which is 5 times larger than any previous Horizon city, featuring multiple districts inspired by real life locations. You see some off-roading here on the screen. Looks beautiful. Over 550 cars at launch, which is insane.
How is that compared to other games? I have no idea. Like, how is that compared to like 5 or 4?
Let me look at that. I'll look in one
I-
more.
I don't have that information. They did say it was the most.
You keep going. You keep talking about it because I don't have much
Yeah.
to say about this. I'll look it up.
They said it was the most cars at launch, if that matters.
Oh, they
hear them say
did.
that,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
They said
there
that
you
in
go.
the thing. I don't know if that's like how many, how many cars in total or whatever. But yeah, in the presentation they were like, it's the highest number of cars in launch, and I was like, cool, neat, rad.
This
What
part
was,
right here, by
what
the
was
way,
the
did this part
distance?
remind anyone else of Project Gotham Racing right here?
I never played it, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh man, you missed out. some good stuff.
What was the time difference between Forza Horizon 4 to 5's launch? Wasn't it like 3-4 years?
Something like that.
Because this one from 5 to 6 is like 5 years, right? Because it
Yeah,
came
so
out
they
in
usually came out
2021?
they used to come out every other year, and then from 4 to 5 they skipped a cycle.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
I
'cause
can,
they
This
would-
one
I can
they
definitely
skipped like
see
a cycle and a half.
Yeah, well,
and I
because it
can
would
see them
alternate with
definitely having more
motorsport, right?
cars.
Yeah, and then Motorsport wasn't good.
Yeah.
See, this is where the little Gundam, the little fake Gundam, the fall Gundam I saw, that made me think of that it would have some type of something.
But this
all
is also
about
on the new version of Forza Tech versus 5, which was on the older Xbox One version.
I'm interested to see how the you're building your own little town or whatever is gonna go. I don't know if the
Get the
games have
sim
ever given
people
you
in.
the opportunity to like walk around or some shit. But I don't know that I would want to build like a town and then drive my car through it. Like that, you know what I mean? I don't know. That seems weird, but whatever. I'm not the target audience for this though. So like again, it's probably not part of the game that I'm going to interact with too much when I do play it.
There's
So-
only so many ways they can like revolutionize the game, so I kind of get it.
I
Yeah.
understand it. Well, and I think
it's
See that,
there was something like that in the previous one too, because I remember you could like buy
you
houses,
could buy
and I never
houses
did.
and
but-
you could buy houses, and they let you like they were kind of like fast travel points.
Yeah.
And you got free like, because like these games always have those like casino rolls for the cars.
Right.
And like based on how many like which houses you had, you would get so many a day and stuff like that. So like there was a functional purpose to doing it.
It was crazy. I would log back into Forza Horizon 5 and just 18 or 20 or so
18 spin
spins.
wheels. Yeah.
It's addictive too. That's the new GRGT right there. It looks gorgeous. So that's the cover card, by the way. So you earn wristbands to rise through the ranks, eventually unlocking Legend Island. New customization options, including new body kits, window liveries, and Forza Aero. A new top-end R-Class has been added for track-focused cars. New cosmetic tire wear. New aftermarket cars that can be found in the open world. I'm guessing they're going to have barn finds, of course, that they typically do. Your player house now has a garage that you can decorate and invite friends to visit. I like that. By the way, let me hear what you guys. What do you guys think about the sound here? This particular.
It sounds good.
It's
When
fine.
when they're like driving through the thing.
I don't. It sounds like a car.
Yeah, the sound design on these games is always like
Yeah,
insane.
like,
So
I'm not
Sounds
super excited
beautiful.
for it, so it's hard for me to
Man.
give it its justice.
So,
I don't think it's gonna be bad by any stretch. I mean, it's just not a me game.
Yeah. Sounds good. I saw some people complaining, but I think people complain no matter what.
for sure. Yeah, people always find like really
They'll find
ridiculous ways to complain. Like when they were complaining that the girl on Fable looked ugly, and then the company spent like a year or whatever being like, all right, fuck you, we won't tell you that you can make your own character.
Right. The estate is a large mountain valley area where you can build permanent structures directly into the open world. You have a Horizon Collab, which is a new multiplayer building mode that allows you to create with your friends in real time. You have a new open world activity, open world car meets that's returned, drift races, and time attack. So yeah, this releases May 19th of this year. And Gray was pointing out that the sound is compressed here. And this here is part of the old building right here. You too can destroy beautiful swaths of nature and build your fortress upon. Yeah.
I can't wait to crash into bamboo.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. I wonder if they'll let you crash through the bamboo.
Isn't bamboo like notoriously tough?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's pretty tough.
it's like it's very hard. You build structures out of it, like
You're not getting through
It
that.
depends. It depends. If it's like fresh bamboo, yes. But if it's like,
if it's like
I don't know.
grown.
Old bamboo.
yeah, if it's like thin or it's like older, you can
Yeah.
crash through that shit.
You get in some dents.
Oh, for sure. My car's coming out the other end of anything I do in that game dented.
Surely.
Oh man, this is going to be crazy. I would say it's obviously the best looking Forza Horizon to date. I do want to see how it's going to look on this glorious PC of mine. Man, excited for this. Finally, we went home to Japan. Fans have been wanting that for years. And
Oh, it's like the
finally
first
they've done
one.
it. Yeah,
Remember, Umbra, it's not about how good it looks, it's about how fun it plays.
indeed. Gameplay is
Yeah.
king.
I-
And I expect it
I
to
can't
run great.
imagine that it's like how is it possible to regress the Forza Horizon franchise besides like maybe microtransactioning the shit out of it?
Considering you said that Forza Motorsport was a disappointment,
Well,
it's
like
possible.
Motorsport is like driving around and it's driving in just like it's just track racing. Like I can see how you can fuck that up if you don't have the right tracks, you don't have the right cars.
Mm.
But like this is like I don't know, open world driving simulator. As long as you pick a pretty setting, you upgrade the visuals and you keep the core gameplay loop the same, which is what they've done in all of them. It's of course it's going to be better than the last one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm confused. Like, is Forza Horizon more a simulator than arcade racer, or
No, so
More arcadey.
Horizon is the arcadey one.
Motorsport.
Motorsport is like the sim.
Yeah.
And if they don't get the sim parts of it right, people get pissed. Because like people were pissed like how many famous tracks globally it was missing at launch.
what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, like Motorsport they screwed up because they didn't make it a like enhancement of the ones that came before it. Are we still here?
Yeah, we're still here.
Okay, I'm just making sure it didn't happen again because everyone went quiet.
I was just looking at this guy's gap in his teeth. I was fascinated by that earlier. I was like, how did he happen to have a gap down the top and bottom row of his teeth? That's very fascinating. Anyway, no, the game looks great. Excited for this. I guess I'll let it play out this last part since it's going to show it. Let's see. I'm guessing we'll also run a race against the old bullet train there.
Can I just say, like, this is like the least important thing about Forza
It
Horizon
is.
6, the box art. It looks so good.
Yeah. And there's the old
Like, in the snow.
Gundam or whatever. All right, there we go. Yes, May 19th. Oh, Kay, I had to point it out, Kay. I had to point it out.
This was the only thing I was disappointed in the direct today, by the way. Was that this was the only thing that had a hard date. Although everything was this year, which was something I was concerned about last time. So like let's
Yeah.
go with that. That's great. Oh yeah, there's your
It's-
Gundam. There's
There's
the
my
feet
boy.
tonight.
I was figuring
My guy.
Fable
The only
would
kind of
be-
feet I want to see.
Yeah, right. Yeah, BT Maverick called it the double Michael Strahan. Yeah, exactly.
You know, now that Crusader brought it up, yeah, like, so Forza Horizon 6 gets a date, but Kiln doesn't, even though it's probably coming earlier?
sooner. Yeah.
That makes no
in,
sense.
Fall. I mean, a fall for that. That's spring for Kiln, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's coming. It should. Well, in theory, it could come out. Well, no, because like that's technically. In theory, it could come out in early June, and that would technically still meet the definition of spring. But like, yeah, it was weird that this was the only one that got a date, and so it's like why? But like, whatever. Do whatever you want. It could be that like Double Fines is going to go into early access and they don't want to say a release date. But
Oh, yeah, I could see it.
I don't know. But like, God, this was such a good show.
Yeah.
Such a
So
good show.
here we have Fable.
So
We're not
doing
going to talk
Kiln
about
last?
Kiln?
We're talking about Kiln?
He forgot about killing.
He forgot about Kiln.
Oh, did you all want to go to that first?
Tim Schafer.
Well, yeah, let's do Fable.
We can do whatever.
Fable was the highlight of the show.
That's fine either way. I don't think we'll talk about
Yeah.
killing long either way. It's
Yeah,
cute.
That's why I was like, let's get it out of the way, then we can
Yeah.
talk about Fable until Umbra says I have to leave.
So Killen's cute. It's just like a little action game. It's like a competitive multiplayer thing where you make your little clay dude and fill him with water, and then you have to use the water to put out the fire. Like it's such a cute little idea, and it sounds like it might be complicated, but then the second you see it, you're like, oh no, I get that. Like I understand for sure. Like I don't know. It's a really cute idea. Like it's immediately understandable. I was surprised by this because when we were hearing the original stuff about it from Jez, and granted, Jez makes everything sound like it's the end of the world, but it didn't sound like it was going to be very interesting. So this coming out and being just like a cute little thing, I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
Okay, so
I'm just happy that they're letting
I'll let that play.
Double Fine do what Double Fine wants to do.
Yeah.
Random fucking weird shit. Like they're letting Double Fine do that, and they're kind of letting Obsidian do that too, right? With like Grounded and projects like what's Pentiment, right? Like it's good to see that Satya Nadella hasn't completely poisoned the like creativity of some of the most creative teams at Microsoft, because like this shit, you can tell that this is like Tim Schafer or someone like Tim Schafer making some random crap that they wanted to make, and it really shows that like this was a game that developers wanted to make. I don't know how well it'll do, but like it looks fun.
Yeah, it definitely does have Tim Schafer and Double Fine's like charm on that quirkiness on how they do what they do. I was a little confused as to what the goal was of it at first. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I supposed to do here? Just play in a jar like I'm making Ghost, the movie Part 2 sequel or something? Making a clay pots. But it is very unique in that way. But from what I understand, it's a battle royale, right?
No.
It seems more like a. Not
if anything, it's probably more
deathmatch.
like a MOBA, because like you're trying to get to the other team's base and put out their fire.
And put out the fire of their kiln, right?
But it's really not that either, because it doesn't look like it's like lanes. It doesn't look like there's mobs, but just like sort of in that idea.
It's like a team objective based game.
John says Double Fine is toast. So we were having a discussion about this heavy earlier, and one of the thoughts were, will Double Fine survive for long if they don't have an ROI on the games like this that they're putting out?
I guarantee that this will have an ROI, and I can tell you it will because it didn't cost much to make.
Yeah, this and Keeper were like pennies.
You have to think about the ROI of like how much does it actually cost to run them when they're making a bunch of stuff like this, and like how much are these making? Like it's not the same as as some of the other studios. The same thing's true with like Compulsion and a few of the others.
Ninja Theory.
I don't think you have to worry about them.
You don't at all. And the thing is, like, when we saw the layoffs at Xbox, there were two studios that were like pretty consistently left out of any time that they did layoffs, and it was Double Fine and Obsidian. It's because Double Fine and Obsidian are able to make games fast at cost and get them out and make a profit. They know their shit and they can get it done.
The other problem is Double Fine hosts a lot of like their indie relation stuff. Like they do that a day of devs during E3. Closing them is like publicly a lot harder. Like they'll actually suffer.
They'll never
close
Double Fine.
They'll suffer some.
I know people like to show up and pretend that Xbox is some like hell company that shuts down everything they touch, but realistically, they don't and never have. Like Double Fine's gonna be fine. They're gonna keep making the games that they want to make. And as long as they keep being even remotely profitable, it's gonna be fine.
The only way the Double Fine closes is if Tim Schafer leaves, because like Tim Schafer kind of is.
He's the
Double
guy.
Fine.
Tim is Double Fine.
It's like when Peter Molyneux left Lionhead.
Right.
That was what killed Lionhead, not anything else. Or when what's his face left what was the other studio that closed recently because like the Tango. That was why Xbox
Shinji
closed
Mikami.
Tango was
Shinji
mostly
Mikami
because
left.
Shinji Mikami left, and they didn't feel that they had real Xbox didn't feel that they had real leadership there.
Yeah, the breakout hit Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah, they didn't have any competent leadership.
So here's the thing: I don't truly know that what's his face who led Hi-Fi Rush could lead the entire studio. Like they're like that was not the entire studio working on Hi-Fi Rush. It was
Yeah, I
about,
know it was
it
John
was like
Johannes and
20%
his
of it.
team, but Shinji had faith in the people that he personally trained
I
at the
don't
studio.
I don't disagree, but that doesn't mean that corporate heads.
That doesn't
are
mean
going
that
to agree.
Microsoft felt the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Speaking of
and it's
which,
something we
Hi-Fi
see
Rush
them make.
physical pre-orders are live.
Just went live.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
That's cool. That studio's also fucked. Like the people that pick them up are actual monsters.
Oh yeah. They're all their games must be AI first.
Yeah. So
I, for one, welcome our AI overlords.
yeah, I bet you do.
So
Can-
Keon has a very limited appeal. I do agree that
I don't know, man.
this didn't cost much for them, so it's not going to be a crazy need for ROI, right?
No.
I wouldn't
Also,
be surprised
did
if
they say what
Not
this is
too
releasing
bad.
on? Is this releasing on Switch too? Like
It needs
probably.
to.
I don't remember.
No, but it needs to.
I don't think it needs to. I think it's gonna be fine.
I think it'll excel
Danny,
that much
come
more
on
better
now.
if it was on Nintendo.
I pretty much guarantee that this game survives longer than Marathon.
lol. I don't know. I'm not that far, but
I don't know about that. but
All right,
we'll
I'll put.
see.
I'll put you. What you want to put on it?
Uh-oh.
I will put down a copy of whatever
There-
game you want, Danny. At
Okay.
the end of the year.
All right, get
There
those $80
has to
ready.
be-
Pull them to the side.
there has
Right.
to be some kind of problem with getting Switch 2 dev kits. There's no reason this shouldn't be launching on Switch 2. It's launching on PS5 and Steam, but it's not launching on Switch 2. There has to be some kind of problem with Microsoft getting Switch dev kits.
I
Because
don't see why they would,
this
considering
and
that.
Keeper, like, should have been on Switch.
Yeah, they'll definitely come to Switch at some point for sure.
Yeah,
'Cause-
Microsoft and Nintendo have a very good relationship, so I don't see why they would have any issue getting any dev kits.
Well, so there was that whole problem with like studios getting dev kits at all for the Switch 2 that weren't Nintendo affiliated. But that was supposedly resolved. But like, this is the this doesn't need to be on Switch 2 because it needs to be. It needs but if Microsoft's whole thing is to put games where the audience for them are, Double Fine's games kind of have would have a massive audience on Switch, like Psychonauts, this,
Brutal Legend.
yeah, Brutal Legend. I'm a little
Maybe.
iffy on.
No,
But they're-
Brutal
they're-
Legend
'cause
has
they-
music in it that the 5-year-olds who play on Switch wouldn't recognize. I don't know
They-
that they'd enjoy it.
They make weird,
Yeah.
family-friendly stuff that fits the Switch environment so well. So like, there
Yeah.
has to be something odd going
Oh,
on.
for sure.
With
Yeah.
why we're not seeing Microsoft rush to put this there.
I mean, we don't know that they're not, but it's not like I would expect that this is ported over there within like probably 6 months, and it'll be
Yeah.
fine. Like Game Pass will keep this thing perfectly fine until then.
Yeah.
I just saw John Wolfe. He was like, "Killing will last 1 week longer than Concord.
By 1 week.
Anything will
which
last
will be
longer
3
than
weeks longer
Concord."
than Marathon. Seems like.
And BT said he'll put 500 down that it makes longer than Concord.
That's going to be the easiest 500. Anything will last longer than Concord.
Yeah,
With
like
such
I think
confidence.
people no with Concord. I have such confidence too. I don't think people understand how absolutely fucking wild it was for a game to shut down 2 weeks after it launched.
Yeah, it
Like
broke
there was
the record
nothing
for
like
fastest.
Concord before. Nothing that approached the same realm. Like we're dimensions apart. That shit's crazy. But like, yeah, like, man, this is definitely gonna do better than Concord, and I'll say just about anything will do better than Concord.
Yeah.
like,
Well, it's just like such a fresher and more unique idea than Concord
Yeah.
or Marathon or whatever the hell Fair Games is. Like I cannot imagine a world where it doesn't do better than all three of those.
My hope is that Kiln actually does find a genuine audience. Not at launch, but like over like the next few months.
Yeah.
does
that
it
it
have
becomes
like,
sort of like a sleeper hit.
split screen co-op or anything? Did they talk about anything like that? My brain's too dead to think.
I don't think
Yeah.
they mentioned it at all.
Um,
Also, bold decision for Double Fine to let players mold their pots. Because if you know Umbra and Bushido, there's going to be some questionable looking pots.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm really excited that Microsoft is at least making one party game, because like this is the definition of like a weird party game. This is something that on a Saturday night my friends and I drunkenly in Discord would be like, let's play Kiln, or let's go play the ship, or
it's one of those things that
let's
like
go play Quiplash.
It's like built for Game Pass. It's one of those things where like,
Yeah.
hey, what do all of my friends have? Oh, well, they all have Game Pass. This is a perfect game for that.
Yeah. This is something that they like. I don't know if this will be the golden ticket, but this is a genre, like a genre of like party game that like Microsoft has really not had in their portfolio or even really gotten for Game Pass in super large.
It's
numbers.
like this and what is it like the?
Did they ever get any of the Jackbox games? They have they have the
not the Jackbox
animals.
ones, no. But those are just like on your phone. You don't need those on your fucking console.
At least one person needs to host it.
But and then it's like, what is that game called? Party Animals.
Party
They
Animals.
got like that one, and they've got
Humans Fall. Do they have Humans
Human
Fall
Flat? Yeah, they do have that.
Yeah.
So there's like a couple of little ones like that, but like they're all getting kind of older.
This is something that they need more of this style game on their platform in general. So does PlayStation, to be 100% with you. Nintendo has
agreed.
this shit for days. That's what Mario Party is. That's what Mario Kart is. That's what Smash is, right?
Yeah.
Like they have these games that like when you have a group of people together, you just want to get out and play them. And I don't know if Kiln will do that for Microsoft, but it's the genre of game that could do that, and they need more of this.
I think
industry
it could be.
needs more of this.
I think if this comes out and like literally anybody starts playing it, and then they're gonna be like, "Hey, this is pretty good," and then they'll just start like it'll grow because it's one of those things where it's like, "Hey, do you have that?" Of course, like it's well, we all do. It's on fucking Game Pass.
Yeah.
So there's what are we at? 40 million people or whatever the hell have that thing.
They should launch this into all tiers of Game Pass, though. They should not just launch this into Ultimate. They should put this into all tiers, and like this is the type of game that they should get this into as many people's hands in as many ways as possible, so that they have like weird viral party game. Like Among Us is another one, right? Or like and all of the like Among Us clones.
Oh yeah.
Like this genre of game is something that can. It may not live that long, but these can like pop up and like this could just do really well for like a couple months and make a ton of money because of Twitch, right? Because like a bunch of Twitch streamers are playing it in like all together and like doing nonsense, and so it takes the world over for like a month and it makes 10 times its budget because of that.
Yeah, I think the benefit of this as compared to any of the other like live service or not live service, but like multiplayer games that we know are coming out this year, is that this one really doesn't have anything even remotely like it.
No, it's so weird.
When Marathon comes out, it's going to be like, okay, but is it better than Arc Raiders? No, and so it will die. If they put out like Division 3, they'll be like, is this better than Arc Raiders? Because I think that's another extraction thing. And they'll be like, probably not. And so it will die.
I've never seen Division as an extraction type shooter, to be honest.
I only ever played the first
Division.
Division.
It has certain elements of it with the Dark Zone. But...
The Dark Zone itself is an extraction shooter, but that's only like a portion of the
the campaign will do fine.
Yeah, it's not the main experience. Yeah.
I'm curious what they're gonna price this at.
Because again, there's no shot.
$20.
It's not gonna be full price. It like $20, $30 is the most I could see it being put at. $20, you have something that like the lower they can price this with on stores like Steam and stuff like that, and still get a return, the better this has a chance of doing too. Because again, the lower they can make it almost like a an impulse buy to that weird $14 game that your friend gets you to buy on Steam, and you play like the weird multiplayer game once. Like the more that they can do that, this has like the perfect storm of it's weird enough and multiplayer co-op enough and different enough that like this could blow up for a limited amount of time and do exactly what like these kind of party games do.
I think if it's good, it could be one of those like streamer bait games. Like I see it being
Yes.
kind of on the same, obviously a very different type of game, but I see it being on the same air, like mind wave or whatever you want to call it, of like Lethal Company or what?
Yeah.
Not Lethal. Is that Lethal? Is
Lethal
that the one
Company
where
was
you're
one
like
of them.
going in and you're getting the
Company was
shit
one
out of
of
the
them.
house? Yeah,
Lethal
yeah,
Company
yeah.
was one. I don't remember what the other one was that ended up being like more
Section
Peak
popular.
7
or
or whatever it's
something.
called?
Yeah, I could see it
Yeah.
being one of those
Yeah.
where like it's not going to be some
Baz
like
did
huge
that.
monumental success, but I don't
Yeah.
think it has to be.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
doesn't. It doesn't.
Because it cost 5 cents to make, and then and then it's just going to be raking in however much money they can. So
So
it'll be good. It'll be good, and people aren't going to come to this with like the same level of.
There's no
of-
expectations for this.
Yeah,
None.
well, and they won't have the thing where they're going to these other ones and they're like, oh well, the bullet drop off and the scope down doesn't feel fucking. It's like, no, I'm playing as a fucking cup and I'm taking water to the fire. Like it's an entirely unique thing.
I am impressed
Double
that you
Fine
all.
said that
I
they are
sat
gonna
back to
do
hear
a-
you guys talk.
I can't
about
remember if
Kiln
he
the
said
way y'all
open or
did.
closed beta, like relatively
Whatever.
soon.
Yeah.
I am thoroughly impressed by you guys carrying on with the talk about Kiln the way you did. You all.
This
gave
is
it-
like one of the most interesting things that's been shown
I'm-
by
hey,
like developers in a
I am
long
very.
time.
I'm thoroughly
because it's-
impressed. Like you all gave it such, like actual sincerity in discussion. I appreciate.
Well,
I was
yeah,
just
like-
I just kept going because I thought you fell asleep because you were so
like,
quiet.
it's
No,
like,
yo, I
what
was
the
so
fuck you want
going
me to-
about it. I was like, let me listen in. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm learning something here. That's my thinking. I'm like, okay.
Well, I'm just like, what the fuck you want me to talk about with Forza Horizon? It's another car game. It's Forza
car.
Horizon again.
Hey,
it
man,
just
there's
looks
cars.
prettier in Japan. Like,
But there's
it's
a
exciting.
Gundam.
It's exciting. People
Sorry.
are gonna love it.
Listen,
But like, what do you want me to?
I didn't
there's
even
not
have a
much for me to
video
say.
pulled up for Kiln. That's how little respect I had to pull it up, and I love Tim Schafer.
Kiln's actually a different game that, like, whether or not you think it's gonna succeed is one story, but like at least it's weird and interesting to talk about because someone's making
definitely
something
interesting.
different in this industry for
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. This could be the game that actually puts Double Fine on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More than
And
just its niche.
the best thing-
Psychonauts already, but...
You never
the best
know.
thing that this game did is that now when Marathon dies, Assassin has to buy me a video game. So like,
Oh, for
True.
fuck's sake.
True.
At least let it be a
Very
game
true.
that's actually worth the money that I'm spending on you.
okay,
God
okay.
damn.
Actually, I'll let you pick the game because it's probably gonna be something where you're gonna be like, I can't believe this dumbass hasn't played this thing, and then
Oh, I'll find something weird and esoteric for
no. Assassin gets to pick it. I'm afraid of the dumb shit you would pick.
So
I'm gonna get you
will
Destiny
be
2
cool
with
talk.
all the
Oh
expansions.
my god.
So last but not least,
Uh,
to me, the game of the show, Fable.
Yeah.
Looking quite beautiful. So let me see. There is something I still wanted to highlight, of course. Some people already know, but I'm going to point out. I noticed it right here, by the way. I didn't think people were paying attention too well. But you could see the guy here, the male character. I was like, oh, wait. I'm like, is that a male character? I'm like, that's definitely not the girl.
Yeah,
that'd
I
be
mean,
the most hilarious nitpick Umbra has ever had.
I'm excited to see what this is going to be because I have no idea. I always thought it was absolutely ludicrous that people genuinely thought that you were only going to be able to play as that one character.
Yeah.
Like,
'cause
Fable has
that was-
always given you at least the option of playing as a guy or a girl. Like,
Well, one did not. Two and three did.
okay, all the ones that I've played.
Yeah. Two
which
and
is
two and three did.
If anything, they
but,
kind of
like-
expanded on it, right, Danny? Because like Fable has never allowed you to like change your character. You could pick gender in your
Correct.
outfits,
It-
but like never
Yes.
create
I mean,
a character.
3 had it sort of after the fact. You could get like new haircuts and shit. But there wasn't like a character creator.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if anything, it expanded on the previous games in terms of creating your character.
for sure. And I think we all, basically anyone looking at what we had seen already from the game, were like, for sure this is going to have some level of character creators. No shot.
So we
Yeah,
see
'cause,
here,
I mean,
just to throw it out
they-
there, we
Yep.
start off in Briar Hill as a child. Question for you all. I asked the other crew this before. Do you all think at all, just looking at the imagery, do you all have any thought that they dumbed down the graphics a bit and, you know, had to tune it down, or do you think this is still representative of what we originally saw?
I
I
don't
think it looks-
care.
I think it looks the same to me, man.
Yeah, like,
Looks the
Oh,
same to me, and it
no.
looks perfectly good to me.
oh no.
I mean,
they,
not right
they,
now because I'm seeing it double compressed. But when I watched it on my TV, it looked good. It looked
yeah,
good.
like, I don't. I just don't care anymore if like I see every hair follicle. It makes the games take 1 trillion years to come out. I
Mhm.
just want to play a video game, man.
Crusader, got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Art style or realism? Which one you picking?
Art
By
style.
far, art style.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I knew he was gonna say it
By
because
far.
he's right.
That being said, there are a handful of games where they blend pretty well. I will give this to Sucker Punch. The Ghost games, they go so
They're pretty.
into like the
Yeah.
vibrancy and the flowers, everything that like I give them their due for that. Same thing with like the Horizon games. The Horizon games also have a fucking wild aesthetic.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with those ones.
But like this game has a wild aesthetic. God, it's pretty, and like, but it's pretty in not a realistic way. It's pretty in a like
Fantastical kind of way, fantasy.
fairy tale.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point of Albion. Like it's supposed to be based in British fairy tales.
To me, they need to stay in this type of setting, the Bronze Age.
I can't wait.
You know, like medieval. Looking.
Yeah, they're not gonna do sci-fi Fable or whatever.
Well, so Fable
Yeah.
3 was
like
like
part
what,
3
the
was
age
too
of
far for
industry.
me though, right? Like that
Yeah.
was.
Where they had, like,
I want
guns?
them to go toward part 3's timeline, where it's like colonial, like England or whatever.
I mean, if it's
like,
sci-fi
wish
Fable, can you
we-
really call that Fable?
I didn't think it was.
No, you'd have to call it something else.
I don't necessarily need. I don't like Fable. Yeah, Fable should probably stay in the high fantasy, like
yeah,
high
for
fantasy.
sure.
I do wish
Absolutely,
we had more like colonial era style RPGs, because like the only one we really have is Greedfall, but technically Pillars of Eternity / Avowed as well. But
yeah.
like I wish we had more stuff set in that time period. I think it would
I'm
be
sure
really
there's
cool.
others, but like the fact that we can't think of it is not.
It's not
great.
they're not common.
Yeah.
What about Clockwork Revolution? I know
Not out
that's
yet,
not
doesn't
out,
exist.
but
That's also going to be in a very interesting time period. That's not what I'm talking about, but I do that is in a thing of its own.
Okay.
God, this game looks so. I was not really excited for Fable as much as everyone else, but like this blew me away.
The chicken
Yeah.
kicker outfit got you, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was for me. It was the fighting, like the magic in the fighting. I was like, that looks good. Like I
So,
want to do that. Actually,
You want to know why it's really good?
Huh.
They poached CD Projekt Red's combat designer for Cyberpunk and The Witcher.
Oh hell
Yep.
yeah!
Combat.
He's
I
the
did,
lead
and I was gonna
combat
say that.
designer
Yes, they
for
did.
this
I was
game.
gonna say this looks like The Witcher. Like I was gonna say it
Yes.
looks like The Witcher,
yeah,
but
the
funny.
combat is look like The Witcher.
Uh,
Also, want to add one of
That makes
the
so much
narrative
sense.
leads.
Mhm.
David
Oh my God.
Playground poached from Remedy as
Mhm.
well.
Like-
So, expect some trippy narratives.
Can't wait. Genuinely can't
Um,
wait.
Woo!
And it looks like they got that style of. Now, granted, I'm gonna go and I'm actually 'cause I played the Fable games kinda when I was younger. I'm gonna go and actually try and play them this year before this comes out. It's gonna be a goal of mine to play them on my console. But like, I didn't know what to really expect going into this, and like, boy, everything I've seen about this just looks so cool, and not what I mentally was envisioning. Like, honestly, this is kind of what I thought Avowed was gonna be, with less comedy. I didn't
Yeah,
think
that's
like
fair.
like this is more or less what I thought what we were gonna get from Obsidian with Avowed. I still really like Avowed, but
True.
like this is the depth of like combat and RPG stuff that I thought we were gonna more or less see with Avowed itself.
It's a bold prediction, but I think this is gonna be maybe not win,
This is what we nominated for Game of the Year.
but it's gonna be
gonna be
nominated for Game of the
Oh,
Year.
100%.
I can easily tell it's going to be nominated.
Yeah.
There's a non-zero chance, like the racing games don't often. There's a non-zero chance that Playground gets nominated twice.
It could happen. It could happen.
It
A
could.
lot of the
This would-
time, racing games get kind of like poo-pooed. But
Yeah.
it could. It's not impossible.
This is a year where like this could be the year of Playground games like sweeping. Like I don't
Yeah.
know if either one of their games would necessarily sweep, but this could be the year of like them sweeping.
Yeah.
Like how last year was the year of Obsidian, now this year is the year of Playground.
Yeah,
for
it's
really,
just the-
definitely on Microsoft side. This is the year of Playground.
It's just the decade of Xbox. We're just living through greatness.
It's
I'm only saying this because John Wolf is in the chat and he's being a real jackass. And I love him, but he's a jackass and he knows it.
Before we continue, can I just, Danny, unless you want to go ahead.
No, I mean, whatever I was going to say is going to be less coherent than whatever you're going to say.
No, I just wanted to point out, like, I've seen, like, the past week before the Direct even began, I just saw so much concern, so many questions, so much doubt about whether Playground could actually pull it off. And, like, for the past 3 hours,
right,
I have never seen so many people.
It's crazy.
Even people that were not even interested in Fable or were, like, vehemently, like, concerned about whether Fable would actually be okay or actually look good. Yeah. I've never seen so many people online say, damn, I am now interested in Fable.
Well, it's because
wait for this.
It's because they said it was going to be on PlayStation, and so they got to buy on the Xbox tax, and so they finally were able to actually say that an Xbox game looks good.
Okay, Danny.
So that's, I mean, unironically, that's genuinely part of it, is that a lot of the people who only play on PlayStation.
Outer Worlds 2.
Well, but a lot of the people, well, no, Outer Worlds 2 did perform a lot better than I think people expected it to. But that is genuinely part of it, is that people are like, oh, I can play this on the thing that I want to play it on. That's great. Which is why everyone else, except probably Nintendo, is going to start doing that as well. Especially now that all of the consoles are going to get delayed 75 years because RAM costs an actual mortgage.
If Fable was Xbox exclusive, I would not have cared. I would be like, okay, I'm playing this day one.
Right. But I just mean
But yeah, I get your point.
Well,
because consoles are so fucking expensive now. Like, I cannot, like, I'm not even saying like everyone should own everything, because that's too much. It's too much. The fucking Switch is $500 and about to go up. Like, come on.
So here's one of the parts I highlighted here. And by the way, delightful Dieter. Shout out to my brother Dieter for a membership. He joined.
He's gonna be like, I don't like the way that chicken's looking at me.
Sent a membership out, should I say? Thank you, Dieter. So this was one of the moments I highlighted here. First off, they showed the combat again. Looked very 30 frames ish. So I'm hoping that even on PC, I'm hoping that we have unlocked higher frames. But this right here, I noticed, it looks great. However, he has a particularly feminine walk. You guys check
Umbra,
this out.
last week you literally said you were going to try to be more woke in both ways of staying awake and being more woke.
Fucking shot.
Like, what the fuck are you on about, man?
I have to call it out.
You were hyping this up the whole 2 hours we've been here.
This is
and you're like, I don't like the way he walked.
I have to hold on to this. This is look, it's a zesty walk. I'm sorry.
I told
I don't like the way he walks.
When he said, when he mentioned his complaint, I knew that this is exactly what he was referring to, and I'm like, please tell me that Danny and Crusader are not going to be surprised by this.
I had to
for 2 hours. You're like, I got something I gotta say. It's been weighing on my soul. I gotta go to confession.
How the fucking character
3
walks.
degrees too much. What the fuck?
I don't like the way his ass move when he walk. It make me uncomfortable.
I don't like the way his ass.
You know they say hips don't lie. No, his hips are lying to me. I don't like it.
This is dumber
watch the
than
animation
Puddlegate.
for him here. I want you all to seriously
no, Crusader. You know what's even dumber? The fact that he tagged Playground in the tweet.
Did you actually? Come on.
Him and Ralph Fulton too.
Come on.
Check him out. Check out the sway.
Tagged him in it.
Now you tell me. Now you tell me. I want chat to pay attention to this too. You tell me this looks like a man going on an adventure or on his way to Sachet to get his nails done. You tell me.
No, and you know what? And you're right, Umbra, because it's something me and you
look at,
and we're on the same mind length here. See, I can't get into a video game unless I can tell from the back that my player character got a big old dick on it.
I can see it from the front.
Got a big old dick.
Yes,
I gotta know
it from the back.
And I know that we the same.
You got to talk to John about that part. John be looking up the top 10 list.
Is I know we gotta. I gotta know that my guy's got a hog on him, or I'm
The fact that you noticed this makes me
I pay attention to all the details
more than anything about this
Pay
at all.
attention. Look.
Y'all wasn't staring at the man's ass, but
Hey,
yeah,
y'all.
I mean-
Y'all know where we can find some adventures? Hey.
Oh my god.
That's
I can't believe this is you were holding on to
We're
this
having this
all
discussion.
day. You were holding on to this all day to be like,
Oh
yeah, I'm
my
sorry.
I don't know, man.
I'm
I don't like the
sorry.
way
I
you
have to
move.
call that out. And I think so. The reason why I said is because I noticed, I'm like, oh man, this looks great. Got the guys in here. And I say, wait a minute. I'm like, oh,
Is this why people think that
I
the
said, why is
game
he-
got delayed for
why
the
is he
character
swaying
creator to
like
get made?
that?
No,
No,
it
it's a
can't be.
PS5
That's a
port.
particularly zesty wall. Now, this was the thought that we had after the talking over, and one of the thoughts were, shout out to Pixel. He said that he believes because of the development, like they may have added the ability or the design element of us being able to have a male character too.
Absolutely
late,
not.
And thus the
No.
female
No.
character walk was already implemented, and that's what they went with.
No,
Absolutely
that's
fucking
crazy.
not.
No,
Because
no, wait.
Fable 2
You think
and
they would-
3 had to choose male or female. There's absolutely no way on earth you weren't going to be able to choose male and female. Now, I believe that they may have added the character creator later in development to actually let you change
Sure,
what
maybe.
the characters
Yeah.
look like.
But,
But
like-
there's no way that you weren't going to be able to pick. There was no
I don't
way.
know. They
You're
stopped
never
it.
gonna
there's
convince
no
me.
way.
You're
I'm-
never
Wait, Chris-
gonna convince me that the company that makes cars so detailed that people like want to lick the seats or whatever that meme was, or just I fucking love cars or whatever, that they're gonna last minute add a whole character creator and then be like, oh, we modeled all of these different skin tones and all this stuff and all these different haircut styles and we did all this work. But what we couldn't do is take 5 seconds to have somebody else walk for a quote unquote for a big dick walking cycle. You're telling me that's the thing that has held them up?
I'm
No,
gonna-
Danny Crusader, wait,
This
I
is,
actually pulled up Umbra's tweet so that way you guys have more context. This is
Oh.
what Umbra said.
This is a big,
I'm loving so much of what I
this is a
saw
big
in
D
Fable,
walk to you right here, Danny. Ugh.
but there were
Zesty
two
walk?
noticeable things that I couldn't
I bet
overlook
you walk like that.
that I was hoping to
No, I
bring to the
don't.
attention to the
First one's the frame
ultra
rate, I'm guessing.
talented team at Playground
Oh
for
my
Oh, I
clarification.
can pull up the tweet. I can pull it
Or
up. Hold on, let me pull it
correction.
up.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
Pull,
do it.
pull it up
Pull
on the
it up.
screen.
Pull up
Put
the
yourself
tweet.
on blast like this.
Our male character is a fairly
God.
feminine walk, which you can
Oh.
see below.
Oh my
And while I'm happy to know we can choose
Umbra.
whichever sex,
Let me switch
I do
Umbra,
have
this
an
is-
expectation of a
switch the
more
game.
masculine
The
hero
voice is crazy.
strut.
Umbra,
voice is
this is like
crazy.
one
And
step
this
removed
Mrs.
from a Grum's tweet.
Hold on, here we
Because
go.
you're being nice about
That's not it.
It's
That's Star
one
Wars.
step
That can't.
removed.
That's a different guy.
Come on.
Hold on, let me
Oh.
find it here.
God.
That's
The
really
fa-
funny. That's
And you
really
tagged
funny.
Ralph Fulton in it too, dude.
He needs to know.
He
Uh,
needs
Tagged the girl director.
He needs to know, damn it. I don't care.
So,
What are you talking about?
here's the
He
thing.
needs
Here's
to
the
know
thing.
this. Hold on.
Ralph doesn't
don't-
give a fuck.
He
I
gonna
don't-
find out one way or another. I don't care. Hold on. Let's see. Let me find it. Here it is.
I don't even believe. By the way,
That's so
Here we go.
funny.
I don't even believe that the character creator was a late planned thing. Why? Forza Horizon
Now-
5 has a fairly
Oh,
detailed
now you can see it
character
even better,
creator
by the way, in my
trailer.
tweet. Look at that. Yeah, hey. Hey,
So you're
Albion.
concerned- So you.
I'm going
so your concern
adventuring.
about his walk is that he looks a little bit too feminine, and
Hey,
your
neighbor.
response to it is that now we're all gonna stare at this man's ass for like 10 minutes.
Hey, let me get
That's
through
the
here.
solution.
Oh, look at you. You
Like,
got your chest
it's-
out, your chest hairs. Okay, so
Umbra, you do
let
know
me
that
read
because
my tweet, please. I said I am loving so much of what I saw in Fable, but there were two noticeable things that I couldn't overlook that I was hoping to bring to the attention
that I couldn't
to the
overlook.
ultra talented
It's
team at
crazy.
Playground for clarification or correction. And I had the tag, of course, Ralph M. Fulton and We Are Playground. Well, number one, the frame rate looks to be 30 frames per second, and I'm hoping it'll get better optimization, at least for the PC release. And number two, our male character has a fairly feminine walk, which you can see below. And I provide, proof and details, as you can see. Look at him.
Ralph Fulton.
Very sensitive walk there. Very sassy.
Ralph Fulton puts out this game, and he's like, "They're going to be so impressed."
I am
we
very
made
impressed,
1,000
but,
people where they all got their own lives. We took all of the lies that Peter Molyneux had over the last 20 years, and we made them real. Everyone's going to love this. He opens up Twitter, and this motherfucker
It's one thing they failed at. They got Peter Molyneux to not give us a sassy walk for our male counterpart. So he just seems low. And I said, while I'm happy to know we can choose whichever sex, I do have an expectation of a more masculine hero character strut, and this for me misses the mark. See, that was very fair.
Hey, Umbra,
So-
you might want to click on that notification that just popped up.
My first
see.
thing is, number one, this is the walk stride. Do you know how often you're going to see the walk stride in the game? You're not.
I mean, like,
because
never.
not
Yeah.
a single one of us is going to be moving at the minimum walking speed.
I walk like that
walking
in
through the
games like
game.
that, and if I'm in the cities, actually, yeah. I do.
You know what? You take 18 hours to play, or 18
Well, I do
trillion
play. I
hours
take
to
a
play a
bunch of
game.
a
That
long
actually
time.
just
To be fair.
jokes.
But yeah,
Never
You
mind.
did spend like
Never mind.
4
You
days
actually
in the
might.
Vatican.
It
So
actually might be right for
see
you to
now,
do
you
look,
might actually.
see, this gentleman took what I said serious. See, with this is clear. They hadn't thought about the character created before the first trailer. There are two possibilities. Either you can choose to have a male body and walk like a woman, or the animation is bugged. And I think it's just the fact that they didn't have this
No.
programmed at first, and that makes the most sense.
I'm going with
think-
the third option, and that they're
Assassin.
making it very fucking Robin
Look at
Hood and
Assassin
tights,
put.
high fantasy. Like
That's
they're
very
making
good.
it very like comedic British high fantasy. So they're giving everything super like
I think the
super
man's just
nonsensical
walking.
animation.
Wait,
Like,
Danny, Crusader, did you see? Can you see my comment?
You see his
Put on
comment?
it?
Yeah, no, he's
you can look
killing
at
it.
my quote tweet. It's just
Yeah.
Raymond Reddington staring.
Yeah.
Wait, from the blacklist?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he has it up on the screen right now.
Look, you all laugh, but I have right as of looking at this count, 67 likes, 9 shares. Look at this, bro. What?
Yeah, one of those shares is Raymond Reddington staring.
Look, my boy
You're
MJ
also-
says he's just being sassy.
But you
And
just
Sycamore said
you're
that's-
also on
that dude is
Twitter
nasty.
where people will just like get on anything to like be negative.
I'm unironically,
I really
Unironically,
don't even think it's that
MJ's
crazy.
comment might actually be relevant. It might that gate might be purposeful because the game is like weird British comedy, like sassy high fantasy, almost Robin Hood in tights kind of thing. Like
This
like
dude
everyone's
says-
like, oh, like that may be part of the purpose.
This dude
of, like,
says Jesus
of, like,
Christ, dude, dies from
And he's
cringe.
Yeah.
right. And he's right.
I don't know. He might be dying from the cringe. I don't know which
I'm-
way he means that now. We gotta be, to be fair.
I'm gonna warn you, Umbra.
yeah.
You're probably going to end up screen capped.
I
and
believe
in
it.
the- in
Listen,
the
I don't mind
grums
being on.
Yeah,
I don't
me.
mind that. I don't mind
Or-
being on the right
Yeah,
side
yeah,
of
yeah.
history
Smash.
here.
the
So-
right side of it.
Right side.
You're gonna.
Because the man's walk is a because
Why can't we
You're just
call
like-
out the obvious, huh?
Umbra,
it's just a
I hate
walk.
This gentleman said,
Umbra, I
"I'm glad
hate
I'm
to
not the
break
only
it
one
to
who
you, brother.
noticed."
I don't.
Umbra, I hate to break it to you, brother, but in the medieval times, they didn't have an opportunity to be loose with their pants, man.
How do you know that? You weren't back those times.
You don't know. You don't know.
You
He's
don't
an
know,
assassin.
man. You don't know. So look, he says, "Glad I'm not the only one who
So,
noticed." This
here's the
tells me
thing.
they were originally going to have it be the
You're-
only one female character. I believe that. I think they
Not
were
a
going to go with
chance.
female.
Here-
Not an absolute
I'm
chance.
sorry.
Here's-
I'm starting to believe that was the case. To be the pro
Here's
tag, and then
my-
they saw the hate and did a
No.
last minute change. I'm starting to believe
Not an
they only
no.
had
Here's
a
my
female
biggest-
character.
No,
I'm
no, no.
starting
Here's
to
my
believe
biggest
that.
problem with that, Umbra,
Yeah.
is that on this
Oh, look.
podcast,
Look,
on this podcast, of the four of us,
He
I'm
ain't even
pretty
walking
sure you're
like
the
that.
only
Look.
fucking one who noticed it. So I
No.
don't know that we can define
Crusader,
this as
look at the
obvious.
screen.
I also don't think it's like a gay walk.
I did not
I think
notice
he's
until-
just
Like
walking.
it is not that. It is not that.
Are y'all
Like-
looking at the screen?
I did not even notice until I saw Umbra's tweet, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dog?
The
I-
man's
I-
just walking.
You're
Hold
kidding."
on.
Isolating
I
myself
got something
into-
for.
Yo, we
listen.
can't even walk on
Look
Twitter
at the screen
anymore.
as I
People
play this.
fucking.
I want you all to
I'm-
watch the screen as I play this right here. Y'all watch.
What is this like performative?
Keep watching.
bullshit?
Keep watching. Hold on. This is for this
I'm-
right here.
I'm truly. Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm truly, I am like trying to gaslight myself into believing I'm seeing what you're even remotely seeing
can't
when
see
I watch
it?
the clip. No!
Oh,
The man's
no.
just walking.
The
His
man's
shirt
just
Brother,
like-
our brother
The
has too
man's
far
just walking.
gone, John. He's too far
Yo,
gone.
Danny, If you, me, and Crusader, we ever meet Umbra in person, let's walk that way.
Truly, I'm gonna sway my hips as much as fucking
Flood
possible.
said, "Man on
when I meet
film,
Umbra.
you can walk."
We're just gonna start
Hated
dancing
it.
to him like we're fucking Magic Johnson.
Here's the thing: I walk with a minor limp, so it's gonna be hilarious when I do it. Like it's going to be fucking
Oh my god.
fun.
This
He's gonna
is
throw his hip
until they
out.
fix this, until they patch that. I'm sorry, this is the anthem for that guy walking.
They're not gonna fix it
They better,
because
they better fix it, man. They better
He's
fix
just
that.
walking.
They better fix it.
I
Until
should
then,
have,
I'm like,
and I should have expected this, and
I'm
I should
like,
have
move
expected
out
it
of
would
my
be something
way.
like this.
I am
I-
coming to slay.
We
Dragon.
we should have expected something like this from Infinite. Actually, Stellar Blade's got a great story, Umbra,
Listen, I had to tell the
because he'd be
truth.
looking at asses.
I had to
truly want to
spread
believe-
the truth, Daddy. I had to do it.
He's got to get that anal cyst.
Oh no.
I don't.
Anal cyst?
He's an analyst.
Anal-
He looks at all the data
That's
and he
terrible.
analyzes it.
Hell no, that's terrible.
Oh my
Listen.
god.
Oh my
Look,
God.
one last time for the Zesty Walk. I just want to make sure we see this. There we go.
I swear on God, the man's just
This-
walking. I've seen it 100 times now. He's just walking.
That brother is
This
walking like
conversation
all the
went booty
zest fully
cheeks.
clean in the world.
I think you just need to watch more people
I'm
walk.
sorry. I'm telling you.
I
okay?
think you-
Hey,
I think
listen.
you need to watch more people walk in tight
I have
pants.
seen. I know. Look, I have a very manly walk. I understand.
Umbra,
Like,
oh,
there's
hey,
sure.
still people
look,
watching.
right.
San
He said-
Francisco?
Umbra so almondy.
God damn.
I
Oh,
truly, nerds. I do not know.
Sotness said, "What if that's just a thick bald headed?"
I don't notice a difference in the walk.
What
I,
if
yeah,
that is
nerds.
just a
I think
bald-headed
you're.
woman
I think
just
you're full
thick
of
and
it.
walking
Actually, I'm
through?
sorry.
And I just misgendered her and everything. That would be hilarious. Hey,
Umbra
he
just
said
starts
play
playing the
song.
game as
They
a
like
man.
the song now. Hold on, here we go.
I'm addicted to boys. I'm addicted to
There y'all
boys.
go.
God forbid a man walk in the streets in
Now,
Albion. God
No,
forbid.
her walk, see, that fits perfectly right there, by the way. So
This is me to Umbra right now.
I think it's literally just the clothes. Like it's just that
I
they've
think it's the
got
very tight.
sway-
Yeah,
It's
I
the
think it's
tight
the very
pants,
tight
Umbra.
pants.
Here it is. Chicken
I think
chaser.
it's the very
Look at
tight
that.
pants.
Chicken chaser.
I'm pretty sure if you like, because I don't. Do you
But-
see it here too? Is it the same to you here?
What's that?
Like with the
walk?
maybe,
Yeah, right here. Watch
Yeah.
this. Watch how he walks right here up the steps and everything. You'll see it. See it?
You can't even walk up steps
That
now?
man is
I
man is
don't-
quite literally switching. You don't see that? Look.
No,
No.
no
Y'all-
one
y'all-
sees it.
okay.
No
Yeah,
one
y'all
sees it,
tripping if
Umbra.
y'all
It's
cannot
just
see that
you,
man hips
dog.
switching right
The
there. Look at
man's
his
walking.
hips. Watch this.
Dude, maybe I'm just
I
Brother,
like,
don't, look, I don't know if you know
Even
this.
the way
Butts
he
move when
has
you
his-
walk. When you
The way
walk,
he
butt
has
move.
his shoulders in the hands position is very zesty. Look.
So at
Look,
the top
Umbra,
of the
if you want
leg,
to look at a man's ass,
So at
that's
the top of the
perfectly
leg,
fine.
Okay.
is a
hey.
butt.
Listen, far be
And
it
when the
from
leg
me.
moves, the butt moves.
Six layer, I know they see it. They don't want to admit it. I see it.
Okay,
I know
wait.
they see it. Everybody else sees it.
Umbra,
let's
I
look-
get,
let's
I get
look
if you
at
want to
the
look at a
piece
man's ass, but don't force the rest of us to
Y'all
do
gonna
it.
look at
just
this
so-
ass. I don't
just
care.
so you don't feel
You
guilty.
gonna look at this ass tonight. All right.
Hey, when you add the time codes to this, just make sure that it says
Look.
in-depth anal cis.
All right, who invited Bushido to
All
this
right.
fucking party?
Okay, I've made my point. We go.
No,
to
you have
crazy.
not.
It's just a man. It's just a
It's
man
just
with
a
an
man
ass.
walking.
Hey, listen. Hey,
You're just not used to seeing men who do squats. I think you just not
that's what it is.
seeing
Squats. Okay. Hey.
If
he just
if
got
the guy
cake.
had tits, he would have a point.
I
but
want to
he
point this out, by the
doesn't.
way. I want to point this
Yeah.
out because I see this here. You know what I love? Look how greatly detailed. First off, the color palette is great.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
look
yeah,
how
yeah.
greatly detailed everything is here, from the stitching and everything
Yeah.
like that. It looks.
If we,
Yeah.
if we can get to talk about the actual game now, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Listen,
Hey, real
nice.
fast,
all
if we can stop
talked
talking
for
about ass.
about 34 minutes or so about Kyun. Let me have.
If we can just not talk about
I'm
ass for
pretty
like
sure
that
we
is a
just
pretty
talked about
flamboyant
something
outfit,
that none of us
nerds.
are seeing.
That is a
That's
pretty
so
flamboyant
wait.
outfit, I will admit.
Wait, hold on. Before we move on, Danny,
Oh my
Crusader,
God.
what did you guys think his complaint was gonna be?
I mean,
Oh, there it
genuinely.
is again.
I thought
did
it was gonna
figure-
be. I thought it was
There it
gonna
is.
be
Look.
performance or something.
Yeah,
I was
I
hoping
thought
it
it was
would
just
be.
performance.
Look,
Yeah.
here it is again.
Or he was. I should have, but I should have known. I should have expected such a thing.
Y'all saw it.
He's just the man's just
You know,
walking.
Umbra, what happened
John
to the
said,
New
"Why
Year's
that dude walking
revolution
like
of being
gold
more
dust?"
woke?
Oh my god.
That's right, nerds. If they once they change the animation, I will celebrate, and you all can thank me.
They won't change
Say
it.
you're
We're
assassin.
not gonna change
All right.
it.
You're gonna end up making me spend like 2 hours watching the NPCs to see if I see any difference between how the
Listen,
NPCs are walking.
do not
versus,
make me
versus
turn
this
to-
character.
Listen, do not make me turn to Grums and them and put this out there for their attention.
Do not make
I
me
don't
turn
wanna
this ass
do it.
around. I swear to
I
God.
don't want to do it. If I have to call in the big guns, I'll do it. Okay.
Don't.
So
Okay.
no, to highlight
gonna
this
keep
though,
a
this is
running
one thing I love a
quote
lot
book
right here. So we got.
I'm gonna type in
consequences in the
masculine
game,
walk
right?
and see what comes up. Sorry.
So he can become giant, a giant in the game from whatever concoction.
he does some potion.
And you can
My
choose
boy.
to kill or spare him. Now, if you kill him, his body, as they'll show in the next scene, his
Are you
corpse
gonna
will
kill
be
him?
lying there, and it'll be it'll probably, decompose after a while.
I can't have that. I can't.
Are
I'll
you
never
gonna kill him
kill
if
the
he
man.
walks funny too, Umbra?
I can't have that because I like Richard Ayoade a lot. I'm not gonna kill him and have his rotting corpse in my
Was-
video game the rest of the time.
Right.
I
Was he
can't
the
have
dude in
that.
the Good Place?
No, that's the other. I don't remember his name. I didn't watch Good
Okay.
Place. Richard
The actor's
Ayoade is
name
from
Ayande or something like that.
Richard Ayoade. He's
Ayoade,
from
okay.
He's from the IT
the
crowd.
IT something.
And,
Oh, okay,
um,
yeah.
and then he
That's
does
who it is.
he does all the like British like light comedy
Yeah,
shows.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's really funny. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm not gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill my boy
Yeah, I won't murder. I don't think I would
Oh
murder
my
him.
God.
And I'm
and
sure
have his ass rotting on a fucking
that'd be messed
hill
up. I
for
do
the
love the
next
option of
50
it, though.
hours. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's just like I'm not gonna do that for my
Yeah.
boy.
So-
Oh,
Dan-
no,
Danny
that's
Danny
more
is an
property
honorable
value.
player. Umbra will probably kill the guy if he walks funny.
I'm
Be
like,
like,
you
I see
walking
it.
real, you walking real zesty there, ain't ya?
When he was making me tea, I think I heard just a little bit of a lisp. I gotta get him out of here.
You know what? That's a good question. Fuzzy Tomato asks, "Can you romance him?" I wonder. Actually, that's a good question.
You can
Maybe.
romance every NPC in the game.
every NPC,
That's
but
what they
like,
said.
but does that include
story
like
characters, right?
like story important ones? You know what I
Um,
mean?
Yeah, can you romance
I'm
the
gonna
villain?
go with yes until I'm proven otherwise because they made it sound like every character in the game is romanceable.
that sounds.
I wouldn't expect that.
So, well, actually, it would depend. Like, are they an NPC outside of If they're an NPC outside of the story, I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay.
So
if,
basically,
if
maybe.
they're not, then I'm gonna go with no because like there's
Yeah,
no,
well,
there's
'cause,
no
like,
opportunity.
Because there's that other guy who's like the head of the Heroes Guild or whatever. I wouldn't expect you to be able to romance him.
Oh, watch you be able to romance them. This is gonna be great.
maybe.
Oh
the
my God,
case
this
will
game's gonna be
I'd be
so
happy.
good.
I'd be happy if you can. I just wouldn't expect it.
Maybe after you complete a mission with
Can I
them,
get
and you
divorced
finish their story
in
part,
romance
maybe they'll be
every
They do-
involving NPCs,
They
and
did
maybe
say that
could
you can
do
get
it then.
divorced. Yes.
Maybe that
Okay.
works that way.
I want to see the speed run of a romancing and divorcing every character in the game.
Oh my God.
Can you romance the bad guy? Is my question.
That'd be
Yeah, we love a
interesting.
bad boy. He walked like a man.
By the way, I now have a notepad document where I am keeping all of the out of pocket quotes from the year, and we're going to read them at the end of the year. I
It's
am
gonna.
making this decision.
You're just
And
making a
guarantee
quote book for
98% of
me.
them will be
It's
on
it's gonna be me.
The
Danny
first
will
one
fill
on
up
here
most
is
of
from
those.
Danny, and it is
Yeah.
I will turn this ass around.
Don't make me turn this.
So maybe turn his ass
Make me
around now.
turn this ass around.
So
Wait, Chris, you got to make sure you add context.
Oh
I'm,
my god!
I'm just adding slight context. It's just a Fable convo.
Don't.
so Gray was saying they said the body will stay there for the rest of the game. So okay, I don't know if it'll decompose or not, but let me. So
Either way, I can't just have one of my favorite comedians just dead on a hill. I can't be doing that.
You know what I thought would have been cool if they had like an animal companion. I had mentioned this on Boom Show, like if you could,
Oh,
Yeah,
like
there's
the
no
dog.
dog.
yeah, like get a
'Cause
big
the other
dog
three
or
had
something like
dogs.
that, like a wolf, like maybe you can ride on its back or something like that.
I could see.
as a mount.
I could see something like that getting added as like DLC because I do feel like this is ripe for like story DLC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
right?
100%.
That feels
Mhm.
pretty likely.
They said that there's not gonna be that there, unlike the other 3, there's not a dog companion, which a lot of people are
Yeah.
fucking pissed about.
But
So
I could
I can
see-
guarantee if it wasn't planned as DLC or an update after launch, it probably will be.
I could see, yeah, for sure that. Or I was actually thinking because they're like, they want to get so in deep with the like, you can have a family and you can buy a bunch of houses. I almost wonder if they'd do like a farming thing. You know what I mean?
Like the that would be cool.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about decisions not affecting your character's appearance? I know
So
some people
that's-
were
did they say that?
surprised
I was
by
about to
that.
Yeah,
bring
they did
up,
say that.
yeah.
It's
apparently they don't
100%
have
a
that.
side effect of the character creator. I guarantee it.
I could see
So the
that.
fact that they're moving to a character, because like there's a set scale of exactly what the appearance would look like. They would have to make it exceptionally modular if you could look however you wanted. So I'm gonna go with it was a choice between a character creator or the visual changes, and they went with the visual changes. They went with the character creator because otherwise the visual
Yeah.
changes would be really lame.
And
They'd be
I
like
do
the
think-
Mass Effect lame ass fucking renegade
They
scars.
say that the
Yeah.
people around you, they showed a bit of a dude was like imbecile. Like the people will react around you according to your behavior.
Imbecile.
Yes.
Imbecile.
In Fable 1 through 3, if you were evil, you would actually your character's appearance would visually turn into like a demon.
Absolutely. We loved it.
And
Yeah.
so that's not happening. I guarantee symptom of character creator.
Yeah.
I guess you might be right there. But yeah.
You'll probably be able to like dress up evil if you wanted to. You can get like a devil
Yeah.
costume like
Somebody
Evil
said that.
Homer.
Hell,
or
you
some
might be able to-
shit.
Yeah,
character
somebody else, I
create.
forgot who said that, but they said maybe
Mass
we could
Effect-
dress up that way.
Mass Effect added scars onto your character, and that was it. They added weird red glowing scars that looked
Yeah, they
awful.
did. Yeah.
Fable historically changed you into like from a regular person to fucking a demon
Devil
overlord.
or-
Right.
Like, it
Or
was-
with the
Didn't it like give you
halo.
wings?
As
Yeah.
as Mass Effect's biggest stan in this chat, Mass Effect has nothing on what Fable used to do.
Mm.
Nothing.
Yeah. Maybe the closest they'll get, like Danny was saying, maybe you get armor pieces or whatever.
Yeah.
That can
Yeah.
help, I guess, affect
Hell-
that look.
I can
We
see that.
haven't. Did we actually see the character creator in depth?
No,
We
they never
didn't.
go
He
too
just
far in
said
depth.
he actually specifically said that you would have. I think what he said was you would have a choice of heads, so it might just be you're picking from like
Oh.
a group of like 12 or
Oh,
something.
like preset heads and stuff.
That's what I thought
Well,
he said.
I mean, if they were all preset like that, then I'm kind of a little bit less on the side of like, why the fuck wouldn't you have that? But they also aren't having a true morality system
Flood.
in the game because the how people think about you is dependent on the NPC and not a universal thing, which is actually I think a much better RPG system. That, like-
said,
It's more realistic. It's
Yeah.
It's not the black and white mentality that previous
Yeah.
RPGs have had.
Like X character might think you're evil, but Y character might think you're a good guy. Like that's better. But I can see how that system would be hard to scale into like the black and white. You are evil versus you are good.
Do we think
Damn, I
that
just
thing?
realized we're all going to be walking the same way. Damn it. Anyway, go
That's gonna
ahead.
be
Danny.
great. But do you think that thing that was on the right side of the screen that's like this person hates you because of this? Do you think that was just for the trailer, or do you think that that's in game? Because I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
I think that's in game.
Okay.
what it showed like
in-game.
what did
I-
it show?
Yeah, where it's like this dude hates you because you evicted him.
oh, the guy that was
Yeah.
out in the street or he's by the
I-
hay out there. Okay.
I think
Yeah.
that's in game, and I think that's actually a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Because normally you have to implicitly guess as to like why you might have pissed off an NPC in like
Right.
Skyrim or something, whereas this explicitly tells you what the fuck you did to make someone mad. And it's a game that's built around your actions impacting like the world, so like the world telling you what you did is
That's pretty cool.
in a kind of like almost DM-ish sort of way,
That's
where it's
cool. I
like,
like
you
that.
as the player character now. That's cool, and like it also could be like you can't perceive why this is done, but like you talk to them and it reveals it and it'll permanently tell you why. Like it's hard to say. We haven't seen enough. Like there hasn't been enough depth, but like yeah, I think that's in the game.
So
Thomas hates you. Why? Because you screwed his wife. Okay.
Good.
I didn't know.
Sure.
he said you cucked him. Satna said the more evil you play, the sassier your walks get.
No. Oh, no.
Look at him mustache twirly. Yes.
Umbra, we're never gonna stop talking about this. By the way,
So-
you've done
This
this
is-
to yourself.
I gotta say,
That
by
is
the way, I
the
love
pettiest
the key art for
complaint
this,
I've ever
by the
heard,
way.
Umbra.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Assassin?
That is the pettiest complaint I have ever heard about a video game ever.
Oh, it
From
can't
you.
be. People complaining about
Nah,
not being able to shoot fruits.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
just,
nah.
this is true.
I hate to say, nah, not even the fruit one doesn't compare, man.
What? Are you kidding me?
It does.
Any-
It does. Even the previous complaint, like, oh, you can only play as a woman, that is nothing compared to what you're
My
No, the
saying,
one,
brother.
This might
that
be
one
the
had
most,
some
like-
merit to it because the franchise
Yeah, that's what-
traditionally allows
that's-
you to play as both. But
I don't
Yeah,
know,
that
he's-
one
he's
has
saying
some
this might be
merit.
the
Yours
most
has none at
meritless,
all.
Yeah, he's saying this might be the. I think I get what he's saying. This might be the most meritless, like.
Meritless
I still think
ever.
anything- I
My
still think
good
that
man.
anything Grum says generally would be even further.
Yeah,
down the,
theirs are
yeah,
worse.
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Come on.
And at least Umbra said it with like
With
not
finesse and
anger.
zest.
He
The
said
fact-
it
I'm not
with
angry
like he
about
said
it.
it in the most
Yeah, yeah.
polite way possible.
Yeah, I'm so nice
That's
about
what makes
it.
the
Dearest
tweet so
sir, I
funny.
believe that your
It's
ass
the-
do sashayed too much.
It's the fact that you tagged
My
Playground
good
and
sir.
Ralph Fulton themselves, Umbra. That's the
Is
part
that
that
junk
gets
in
me
your
like,
trunk?
why? What?
Or you pack
You-
boy move.
Could you please badonk less?
I can't.
That thong.
See,
I don't need the cake. I'm quite full.
the
Thank
fact
you.
that John in chat is saying that Umbra is speaking facts makes it even funnier. That
John,
Umbra's
listen,
not
John is a
speaking
truth
facts.
teller. You have to, you have to.
Since when? Name 3 truths that John has ever said in his life.
Nah, listen, John is a truth teller, man.
Name them right now.
Name 3 women.
God, you know how long it's been since I've had a podcast where I wasn't just yelling and angry about something? This is such a nice
Oh my
change.
god.
This is
Yeah,
such an excellent change.
I love the key art, by the way, for this.
Yeah, it's good.
It looks
the
good.
game looks insane.
It does.
I can't believe that this is what the conversation is.
See,
We're
look,
gonna
Todd
talk about
disagrees,
Fable
too.
tonight. Why are we talking about the way the guy
We gotta
If,
touch on all facets of it, Assassin.
It would have been game of the year, but his ass swinging too much, so
He
we
didn't
gotta
swing
give
his
it to
ass. I
Wolverine.
would've gave it
Do
to
we,
you.
This Umbra's gonna be like, this is my game of the year, but his ass is swinging like that Miley Cyrus
this
pendulum,
is-
fucking
this is-
wrecking
Hey.
ball.
For some
This is-
people, that's a bonus point. I don't know.
Man,
I don't know that any game is gonna come closer to winning the Sassy Walk Award of the year from Umbra. He's like what game could possibly rival this?
All I'm saying is that brother was sashaying. That's all I'm pointing out. That's it. You know. Here it is again for those who didn't see it.
He's gonna pull it back up. Check this out. I got this man's ass saved on my flash drive. Check this out.
Boys.
Oh my god.
I'm addicted to boys.
There you
This
go.
is
I'm addicted to boys.
see, it's so fun.
I'm sorry.
Like
it's there. I like. What do you want from me? You want me
Not
to?
only-
You didn't-
What do you
not
want?
only can I not see it, which must make me the most gay blind person on the planet. So like not only can I not see it and it doesn't bother me, but like I'm also going to be playing this game as a female. So in absolutely zero way does this even remotely come close to impacting me.
I'm gonna play as the guy, and I'm gonna shake my ass all over town, and you'll never stop me. You'll never
I
stop me.
demand that you
Dude,
play as a female
the-
character if they don't fix this walk. Then
The
No.
the
No,
only,
I'm shaking it. I'm
the
letting Albion
only
see what I
way-
got.
he said he gonna
Sorry,
shake
go
it.
on.
He said
The only
"Shake
way
it.
that-
don't break it. It took my mama 9 months to make it.
The
Anyway,
only way that this could get funnier is,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you what, if it comes out, in fact, I might even commission it and force Danny to play it.
Oh my
Is
god.
if we can get the Ben Star as the main character.
oh,
Oh.
now I
Make
co-sign.
Danny
Oh,
play
gotta
the
get
game
Ben
as
Star.
Ben Star.
Gotta get Ben Star.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
See, look,
my man.
I converted another
Okay.
person. And me,
My man,
You know,
look,
I
hey,
am
Big
now
season 2.
concerned if when we see Gears of War E-Day later this year, my main concern is Umbra's going to be looking at Marcus'
Oh
ass to
my
make sure
God.
he's walking
you
right.
better not make
Oh my
Marcus
God.
switch. And be like,
What if
"That's
that?
not-
Ooh,
that's not the
if a
Marcus I
Loki,
know."
If a locust,
I'm afraid Umbra's
pop
going to
out a
notice the
hole.
slightest bit of zass
If-
from Marcus's ass if he
Marcus
walked
switches,
incorrectly.
I'm gonna be like, y'all messed up here, coalition. I need you to get.
we were just
Umbra-
and we were just talking about this the other week too. We were like, oh, you got to have the jiggle physics. Now they put the jiggle physics in. You're like, I don't like it.
Yeah, like listen.
Umbra-
John said, "Ben loves Bubba."
Umbra's gonna be like, Crusader, I know you got that that mathematics degree, which means you got a protractor in your house. I need to take that protractor and make sure that my boy's knees are at a perfect 90-degree angle, because that's how they walk in all of the Gears of War games. Their knees are permanently locked at 90 degrees as they are crouch running.
He's going to replay Gears 5 and he's like, I don't like the way that Kate's walking.
They look
She's
like-
walking too masculine.
Somehow the
Kate is-
characters in
she's
Gears of
cool.
War look like they are sitting on a chair and running at the same time. And I don't know how else to describe that besides
roadie
Gears
Isn't
of
that
War.
the roadie run?
Yeah, Roadie Run. Yeah.
Gears of War is the only video game where I've ever it's the only thing I've ever seen where it has that consistently.
It does
It's
look
so
impossible,
strange.
right? Yeah. To be fair, they're not technically humans. Like
They're humans.
how do I
They're
describe it?
humans. The
'Cause
planet's
they're
just
from-
not Earth.
Yeah, I don't know how I would
Like,
describe.
They're
it.
from Sarah.
Listen, man. If you're saying they're not humans, then there ain't a single fucking human in Star Wars, because none of them motherfuckers are from Earth.
That's a good.
That
point.
is true.
That's a good point.
That is
yeah.
true.
They're in a galaxy.
Yeah.
They're a
Far,
long
far
time
away.
ago in a
That's a fair
galaxy far,
point.
far away.
Far away.
Anakin's a Tatooinean. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Although we
Anakin's
don't know
the
where they
Jesus
came from. They
allegory.
could have come from Earth and went out there. I don't know. Anyway, that said, John says key elements of a zesty walk. Hip movement. The core of the zesty walk involves a noticeable sway in the hips with each step, adding rhythm and energy.
Oh
Yes.
man, I gotta be careful when I'm walking around these guys. They're gonna be analyzing every joint in my body.
Boy, you
I hate
sure
the
are
fact
are
that we talk
switching
more
over
about
there, ain't ya?
ass than Fable itself.
Mm.
All right, listen, y'all
Oh,
saying this now, Assassin. When this game comes out, and your protagonist, you thinking you walking out there like you Guts from Berserk, and all of a sudden you
This is not the Guts from Berserk game.
all of a
You're
sudden
gonna be like
at all.
farting in people's faces and kicking chickens.
all of a sudden you like you hear your character making
Umbra.
like weird noises like hated it.
Umbra.
Don't say that.
By the way,
I tried. I
If
fought the
you
good
are the
fight.
reason,
and you
I
all
can't
shut
believe
me
you
down.
tagged the fucking guy.
if you are the reason for the discourse on gaming,
If
on
I-
gaming Twitter for the week, I'm going to
swear to
be
God.
furious.
If they take my
And
stuff
you know
and
what?
run with it, I'm
So-
gonna be
I'm
like,
You know what
gonna
the
stay
best
fuck
part
away
is,
from
though?
this, if that's the case.
I hope
You know what the
not.
best part is, though,
Please
Crusader?
don't let them latch on to this.
What?
Is that like if there are those channels, like I don't know, like Alana Pierce or whoever goes to like sees that tweet and they're like, "That's the stupidest shit I ever saw," and then they come to this podcast, all they're gonna hear is 3 people blowing his spot.
But that's not all
They're
they
gonna be
hear.
trying.
That's not all
they're
they'll
gonna-
hear. They'll hear this
You're just
too.
gonna hear the two other Phantom members and the guests just ripping him a new one.
Just being like, "What are you talking about?"
BT said, "Don't walk ahead of Umbra. Not if you can walk zesty, BT, because I'm
It's 20.
Boys. I'm addicted to boys.
zesty gate."
We can't
Literally
even
everyone
like,
online is just
anymore.
like, I'm so
I-
excited for Fable, and here is Umbra, like
Umbra.
I don't like the way this guy walks.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it is
Oh
not
my
conducive
God.
to a masculine hero strut. That's all.
I think it's perfect for the weird British nonsense
The man's
comedy, fantasy
The
game.
man.
It's actually perfect.
We're just walking.
I don't know
We're
about
just
that.
out here
Brother,
walking.
We're
you're
just
telling me
walking.
you're not walking up to a chicken to kick it into the moon with that stride? I don't believe
I
you.
would feel even more worse if I was like, hey, it was this chicken here. Take that.
Zesty Fable.
Zesty kick. Zesty Fable.
I can't believe
No,
Walk
but
this.
gate.
seriously though, if they take what I said, the
All right.
drums and all them, like take it and run with it, I'm gonna be pretty mad at myself. I'm like, damn it, I gave them ammo.
That shit's crazy.
please don't
I swear to Christ,
Please
if you
don't
have
let them take
caused
hold
the
to this.
next.
If
He's
you
gonna get
yeah,
like Shinobi and Synth Potato and Bio.
If you
They're
get
gonna
the-
all like quote tweet. I'm like, what the fuck is
You
this?
get
Yeah,
that-
saying this will do well on Truth Social.
you get that quote tweet from Grums is followed immediately by a fucking follow. I
Oh,
He
swear
gets
to
that
God.
quote tweet from Smash
swear
JT.
to
Like,
God.
yeah.
Listen, let me ask you fellas quickly though, what would you score this Developer Direct 2026? Sasson, I'll
Ooh.
start with you and work our way down. Sasson, what would you score this from out of 10?
9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if at least one or two more games had a solid release.
Okay,
That's fair.
Okay. Crusader, what about yourself? What did you score this? Or what would you score this?
I give it a 9.5 out of 10. No, 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I think that I truly think that it. My one major complaint was that it was going to be only 4 games, and they pulled that off way fucking better than I thought. Way better. I still think it should have been 5. I think that was a much better. That 5 was a much better pacing when the year that they did 5, which I believe was the first year. They had a little too many last year for the pacing wise.
Yeah.
They had
and
5
again,
for the first and second one.
The lack of release dates I would have been a little bit more mad at, but at least everything was this year. Nothing even winter that could like arguably like be a winter 2026. It's actually early 2027, right? Like nothing was like that. It was everything is this year. So like that's pretty terrific. So, because like we had the conversation last time we were on, where I was a little, I said I would have been upset had they broken the tradition that the dev directs always focus on the year at hand,
Right?
And they have maintained that, and that's excellent.
And I think that's a good idea.
Not only they maintain it, it seems like it's all relatively the first like half to slightly like maybe 2/3 of the year.
Yeah. Well,
Gears, Halo, and Call of Duty, right? Because those are like the other 3 big launches they're going to have this year. Are all like they're all pretty much guaranteed to be fall, right?
Right. And we'll see them at the June showcase, and that'll be
right. And then that'll carry us into the next Dev Direct, right? Or even we'll have a little bit of extra stuff in there with like
and by then we'll know whether or not Grand Theft Auto is coming out this year, so they'll be able to adjust whatever they're gonna have to adjust for whenever that shit comes out.
And so somewhere between a 9 and a 9.5. I don't want to give it quite a 9.5, but giving it a 9 feels a little too low. So like I don't want to get so granular to say 9.25, but we'll go 9.25.
9.25. I think that was an old song in the 80s. What about you, Danny? What would you score the show?
I think I'm right there. I genuinely think what we saw at Fable and what we saw at Forza were like 10 out of 10 things. Kiln looks really good. It's like a cute little surprise game that I think will perform well enough, and I'm definitely going to play it for at least a little while. But like this is the first showcase that I can remember it for a long time where I'm like, I'm definitely going to play all of those games. I don't know if I'll finish them all. Like, I don't know if I see myself finishing Beast of Reincarnation, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I think I'm definitely sitting at like a 9, there's not like some big flashy surprise or anything, which I don't think is ever really probably going to be the case at one of these developer directs, being that it is going to be things that are coming out in the next couple months generally.
The closest they had was Hi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
And, like it wasn't huge, but it was good. It was real good and like real cool surprise.
I mean, Ninja Gaiden 2 last year was a pretty good surprise.
Oh,
so really the only knock that I have for it is we didn't get like solid release dates. Would have been nice to have. And that's pretty much it. Like everything else I thought was really, really solid. I think they crushed these things.
Okay.
I'm curious, what would y'all's 5th game have been? Like, I know Crusader, you said that you would have preferred a 5th game. What game would you have chosen?
Probably like State of Decay 3.
That's not this year.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That's not this year.
I'm gonna state outright. It's 2027.
Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Clockwork Revolution. But I'm not sure if that's even this year either. But it seems like it.
Yeah, I don't know. That
it's hard to say.
No,
it's
way too much.
I would want it to like. Part of me wants that to be this year, but part of me is like, this is one of the best years for me games from Microsoft in a while because we're getting like a bunch of fucking shooters plus Fable. So like. I'm gonna be feasting. So like Clockwork, I'm just like for the first time, and I'm not even coping. Clockwork can just wait to come out.
Like take your time.
Like they can just wait and put that out. Like even if they don't need the time, take the time. Put something cool in.
Come out
put
in
more
due
cool
time.
things in.
This is the biggest project they've had. So like
yeah.
Oh, and you can tell.
Yeah.
So I don't even know necessarily that I needed a 5th game. I mean, I genuinely would have been like, oh, finally, the Activision, the missing Activision games coming to Game Pass would have been like the perfect 5th thing for me.
Oh, sure.
Like
Prototype.
Maverick put it Plague Tale Resonance. That'd have been nice to see actually.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Because it's supposed to come out in the first half of this
remake
year.
That we was heavily
Yeah, it's not,
rumored. That would have been nice.
Those aren't happening this year.
I don't know if it's coming out this year, but personally, I would have preferred maybe like something like Persona 4 Revival, because I know they have a good relationship with Atlas.
Yeah. I do think that we'll see something Persona at the June showcase, though.
I hope so, man.
So,
like Persona 3 Reload is calling my name again.
They could have even done, hey, Final Fantasy Remake Intergrades launching today.
Just throw that in there.
And guess what? Here's the trailer for Rebirth coming too.
Yeah,
officially announced
nice.
too.
Yeah,
I did sort of think that was going
like,
to be here, but I don't know. I don't want to judge it for like what wasn't here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's hard to say because they kind of keep wraps on these things. Starfield 2.0 plus expansion, because that's supposed to happen this year.
Right.
Like that's a potential one.
No Shot Blade wouldn't have been here, right?
No, probably absolutely
Doom
not.
the Dark Age DLC.
Doom Dark
I don't know
Age
if that's
has some
happening or
DLC.
not.
I don't know. I mean,
the
that's
last
the thing
one got to.
Is now Xbox owns like 40 studios or some shit. Like
Avowed DLC.
We're gonna get a lot of new announcements.
Do we think Avowed will get DLC? Outer Worlds DLC?
Well, they're getting new changes. Like you can get new classes and stuff like that. You can get an orc or something like that.
There is a roadmap for it. I forget what it is now, but I remember reading it off at one point. But I might be wrong about this. I feel like I remember them saying there would not be story DLC for that.
That's fine. But like any kind of weird like just like one more kind of project from Microsoft, even if it was just kind of an update on like an update for an existing game.
I'm expecting some really big stuff for the June showcase with it being the big anniversary, and we've got all these, even just the stuff we already know about, like E-Day and Halo. Like
Halo and Gears together is going to be big, just like by themselves. Like that'll be big news.
For sure.
We're going to be having that discussion of which game is going to end the show, which is going to start the show.
This year's E3 does have to like you know how we were all kind of disappointed that last year's was like missing some stuff. It felt like it was missing like a couple reveals. This year's needs to feel like it had too many because it's the 25th anniversary.
Go back to the year before.
I'm a little afraid of that.
To be 2023 had, I think, their best show.
Yeah.
It needs to be the 2023 show, right? Like minimum, it needs to be.
I'm a little bit afraid that they're gonna do a thing where they show shit that's like way far out, and then people give them shit for it forever again.
I would actually prefer 2024 show, because it started off with Doom, then it went to State of Decay 3. It showed
maybe
Avowed,
that's the show. Maybe that's the
Midnight.
show we're thinking of. That's the show we're thinking
of. 2024? No, that was
that was 2024.
Yeah.
Oh, that was 2024.
It showed Fable. It showed Perfect Dark.
Back a year.
That's the show where
that's the show. Right. 2024 was the show. Yeah, that was it.
That's the show we're talking about.
Yeah, literally the only thing 2024 didn't show.
We got to wrap. Sure. I gave it the show here an 8.5. I was not feeling keen. That's why I stayed out of there. Let you guys hash that out. I do agree. I love that Tim Schafer and team are allowed to do that and create that. And not every game is for everybody. So I'm glad that it's out there, or will be coming out, and people will get a chance to play it. I will give it a chance because I tend to love Double Fine's games anyway. I don't care for just multiplayer games in general like that. Just online playing multiplayer. I prefer actual story and narrative. So that's why I'm kind of into it as well. But aside from that, Forza looks phenomenal. Beast of Reincarnation looks phenomenal. Fable looks spectacular. I'm blown away. I think it was a great show. Cannot wait to play these games. Even with the Zesty Walk. I am blown away.
That's why you took off an extra half point.
Yeah, listen. I watched it. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Should I give it a 9? Then it was like,
I'm addicted to boys.
God damn. 5 it is. No,
Why did I add to
You
it?
should have said anything.
I shouldn't.
Listen,
have
let's
said-
get out of here, though. Assassin, my brother, thank you for joining us again, man. It's always a blast talking with you. You got to join our GCP Discord, man, and come in there. I told you about it. You joined in, I believe, the Discord itself, but you got to jump in there with us. We mix it up all the time. It is highly contentious at times. Danny can tell you.
It's true.
But it's sometimes very rewarding. We talk about so many different subjects throughout the day. I think you would enjoy it, and that we would enjoy having you there because I know you're a very intelligent person yourself. But, brother, thank you for joining us, and there's the link for those who have not joined the GCP Discord. Thank you, Swell Tech. Yeah, again, Assassin, tell the good people where they can find you. We appreciate having you on, brother.
I appreciate the invite, Umbra. You can find me on Twitter at Assassin52. I mainly just tweet out my opinions on games, studios, announcements, that sort of thing. I just like talking about video games. It is the one hobby that I absolutely love, like, to death. Like, we can talk about, like, sports and TV and whatnot all day, but nah, video games are my jam. So if you like video games, yeah, go ahead and give me a follow. I pretty much got an opinion on almost everything.
There you go.
Can't say that you'll agree with everything, but, you know.
I think you're a
I know,
fairly fair-minded guy.
yeah, me and Maverick, we always come to blows.
Yeah.
Every time.
With BT Man?
Yeah, because this whole show, he was like, oh yeah, well, PlayStation canceled more games, or PlayStation did this. I'm like, brother, we're not even talking about PlayStation. What are we doing here? Like, yeah, Marathon is owned by Sony, but is anyone really excited for Marathon?
Well, I mean, some people pre-ordered it.
Enough.
Apparently, somebody's excited for it.
If enough of my friends decide that they're getting it day one, it by default means that I guess I'm getting it day one.
You're like, well, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Nah, I love Maverick, though, because he keeps me honest. I remind him to be honest. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. Well, hey, you gotta have balance, right?
That's why I like Danny. He keeps me zesty, and I keep him zesty.
That's right. I'd be shaking my ass like crazy.
I'm so terrified I'm going to meet Danny and Crusader in real life. They're going to be zesty walking.
I
towards
closed
us.
the chat window on accident. I don't know how to get it back.
Gray, what did you? This toxic
Get it
response. What is that?
Oh, there's the
That's
camera.
crazy. What the hell? Anyway, Crusader, tell the good folks where they can find you and what you'll be up to.
You can find me on the social media at Crusader3456. I can't stop laughing about this show. This has been one of the most fun podcast episodes I've been on. I think this is the most fun since I watched Crap Gamer chug a fucking handle of chocolate vodka on Hooch's show.
He did what now?
Yeah, it was a long. That was like 5 years ago. But yeah, you can find me at Crusader3456 on most social medias. I'll be covering Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade on. I'm gonna be playing the Play Anywhere version on PC, just trying it out and seeing how how I like the full screen experience on a desktop console or a desktop PC. And you'll probably see me bitching about snow because I'm supposed to get 15 to like 20 inches of snow on Sunday.
Wow.
I'm not excited.
That's terrible.
I'm
Yeah.
not excited.
We're gonna have a crazy drop in as far as like temperature here in Chicago this week.
Yeah, we're supposed to get that right. We're supposed to get that right afterwards.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's like a wind chill of -15 on Tuesday for us.
Yeah, terrible. And last but not least, Danny, tell the good folks where they can find you, Daniel J. McGee, and what you'll be up to.
Hello. Yeah. So I can be found on Twitter or Bluesky at Daniel J. McGee, or you can follow my podcast, Ready, Set, Replay, on Spotify and YouTube. We actually just did something pretty cool the other day. We did a fantasy draft for wrestling this year. So me and two of my friends drafted people who we thought were going to win a bunch of championships in the year 2026, and it was a really fun time. So if that's something that any of you are interested in, I would be thrilled to see some of you over there. We also just normally talk about older video games and Star Trek and shit. So we're on the road to 300. Our goal for this year is 300 subscribers. So if anyone is not subscribed, I would love to see you over there immediately. Thank you.
Please give a good brother a subscription. If you all would, if you haven't yet. Da, 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 da. Is that the Star Wars? A Star Trek, should I say? Anyway, as far as myself, Infinite Umbra or Umbra Infinite, you'll find me either way on Twitter, Bluesky, social media in general. And for me, Tuesday's the Xbox Factor with Boom, myself, and Jamie Moran. That's at 12 o'clock Eastern. Back here again with the boys. I'm addicted to boys. Back here on Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern. And yeah, you all have a great weekend. Play some games, enjoy, and sway to the beat of your heart.
Oh my god.
You all have a good night. I'll talk to you later.
I'm out of here.